made. You offered Kobold Testicle, but you didn't have enough to just get through freely. So there was a small fight. Precarious moments were had, and ultimately you guys prevailed. Uh, and you've just made it across. Uh,
I'm so glad I had cutting words.
and you will remember that the Drakes have informed you that you are free to pass back this way if you wish to leave. But if you come through, it would require another deal and or more fighting. So we left off with you in the stairwell. Um, as you at Bore, he approaches the stairwell and he says, "Oh, I'm going to step down for a minute." And he takes a few steps forward, and you see him kind of wobble, and he falls back, and then kind of scrabbles back up, and he says, "Oh, I don't think I can go on. Go without me. I'll wait here."
Kind of gives him a
Did,
nod. He says, "You sound a little ill, to be honest."
I think it was something I ate. And Blinks is
Mm.
like, "Okay, I'll stay with him, guys. I don't, it's not safe to leave him alone."
Kind of looks at Varen with a smile and is like, "Well then."
but Varen was busy yawning and like rubbing his eye. He completely missed that. He's super tired.
Kind of
Oh,
says,
what? Yeah, absolutely. You lead the way.
Kaino is going to take a peek. He's gonna be like carefully looking around corners. He wants to observe before interacting.
So you're going slowly. You're being very cautious. Okay, go ahead and make
I mean,
me.
yeah, I've got a torch, so I'm not like sneaking. Like,
Right, but
I feel like Kaino would understand that he's not really like he would be walking
you're being
still. Like,
observant, is what you're
yeah,
doing.
that's the bigger thing. He doesn't want to trigger anything without.
Okay.
Varen has his
If
eyes
any,
closed and is resting his eyes.
if anyone sees Kaino, he hopes that he at least sees them.
So go ahead and make me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm super good at this too.
Um, you you don't you're checking the walls and the floors, ceiling. You're looking for traps. You're looking for whatever there might be, keeping your ears, keen for sounds, and you don't hear anything. It seems pretty much silent.
He's gonna continue down the stairs, unless he's gonna stop if it goes like really far down. But
It goes it. So how far would you go down?
5 rotations.
Okay, so but you as you're thinking about possibly maybe this is a bit deeper than you want to do, you realize you're approaching a landing.
Yeah, what he would do if he started getting to that distance is he'd start like tapping on a wall just to see if there's an echo, and like 'cause I feel like you could kind of get a gauge if it's just gonna keep going. He'd probably
Yes.
do that right as it opens up and just be like, "Oh,
Yeah, so you'd be like right over here at this is you're at the top, uh,
sure."
your last little bit of spiral. Um,
Kaino will keep edging down, and he'll like get right up to this wall. He's gonna peek his head around. Oh,
Varen bumps into him
oh, so Varen,
as he stops.
you're following him, right? Okay.
I'm following him, but Varen is literally closing his eyes just to get that little bit of relief because his
Just
eyes are burning
anything.
at this point.
kind of snaps, and he's like, "Up to, friend. We can do this."
Oh, yeah,
I just want
absolutely.
to. I just want to see what's ahead.
Varen's still flying, by the way, unless you've dropped concentration.
You have it for an hour.
I haven't dropped concentration, so
Yep.
that's why I don't think
Flying.
I would have to roll dex checks going down.
No, you're good. You can just kind of hover just a few inches above all the stairs.
So Kaino will peek his head around these corners. Oh. And then as soon as he comes here, he swings the torch and like turns his whole body this way, and he's just like, "What have we here? What have we here?"
And you see what is it to make it big again? Shift Z. There we go. You see a heavily armored figure lying on the ground. You don't see it. He doesn't, or it doesn't appear to be uh, uh, heavily wounded. You don't see, blood spatter or anything like that. You just see a body. It appears it's alive. You see the chest rising and falling. The face is covered with a full helm, and the face guard is down.
Um, Kaino is going to see what's under that helmet.
All right.
He wants to walk up and take off the helmet.
So, Cross, give me a disadvantage. Let's see. Do perception. Disadvantage perception.
I can roll stealth if you want to make sure that he doesn't fail.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's it. He gets the roll. Oh, okay. So at just as you're kind of his head's to the side. So and you can't like just lift up the faceplate because it's leaning on the ground. So you lift tilt his head a bit, and just as you do that, Cross, you wake up and you have a figure kind of adjusting your helmet.
I will. Do I have my weapon in my hand?
You do not.
Then I will slap his hand away. If he's reaching in, we'll just like backhand it
Oh,
and try and sit up.
Varen is like kind of just hovering just above, so he can like over
he's
kind of
floating
shoulder.
over his shoulder.
Yeah, just kind of like peeking over, looking at him, seeing what's happening. And as soon as like he starts moving, like he jumps back.
And I was like, "Oh, I apologize. I thought you might be wounded."
Yeah.
I didn't expect a. He's looking around, trying
Varen is
to, like,
very shakily pointing his handbow at him.
finding words. Kaino is carrying a huge fucking spear in one hand and a torch in the other, but he's kind of like just like lazily resting the spear on his shoulder, and he's like, actually, he probably wouldn't have it in his hand. It would be leaned up against the wall, and he'd be like, oh, I was not expecting, can you understand me?
Of course.
Well, you can't say coarse with an outfit like that.
Yeah, Cross. Why don't you describe how you appear
Oh, yeah, maybe.
to them?
Maybe
Sure.
I'm just basing off the picture, but it's not like it seems like it's difficult to tell if you're wearing actually a big plate, like helmet.
I am wearing. That is pretty close, actually. I am wearing a. You cannot see my. You can only see about the top of my nose and my eyes, and I'm wearing a full hood with a face mask. I am wearing a splint armor as well, with all the. I think I am, hopefully. John,
Masters.
Sorry, repeat that. I was typing
I
something.
think I am wearing my armor.
You are wearing your armor.
I don't have my
Your
weapon,
your
but I have my
weapon is
armor,
there. You just didn't have it like in your hand. It was just lying.
Okay.
Unless if
on
you
the
sleep
ground.
like cuddled with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Please,
sense.
Blade, don't turn towards me.
Like it's in the same square as you, but like when you woke up, you didn't know where it was. It was off to your side kind of thing.
I understand.
Yeah, it was
So-
Moon.
Yeah, so you can't see much from the face, but did you say there's light? There's some light in
Kaino
here.
has a torch.
His eyes are pure silver.
All right, so Kaino would probably not have asked if you can understand him. He's like, are you? All right, I'm sorry, I just didn't expect a person willing to, I don't know.
And apparently I'm
Parlay.
really short.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
ask. How
let me fix. That's I'm not. I pulled it from your.
Yeah.
Kaino's not super tall. He's 5'11". You might be.
He would be a little bit bigger than that. He's probably about 6'2". He's actually...
What we'll have to do, I'm gonna give
That's
it.
fine.
I'm gonna have Cameron. Cameron.
You could just give it
knows
to
how
me. I can
scale
do it really quick.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, Kaino is. I guess 5'11" is actually pretty tall for most of us. But
he-
anyway, 6'2".
He definitely has some
Are you-
mass to him.
Is your skin like?
To put it in perspective, the people that you guys have been seeing out where you're all from, like 5'11" is still pretty tall, but here, like Kaino, you are like Andre the Giant. Like
Jeez.
people, because most of the people you've seen are like the peasants, and you can tell they don't get the best diets, and so they're
Also, if
not
they were big, they probably would take their hand in the arena.
exactly.
Okay. So yeah, kind of will back up like, and he holds out his hand like apologetically, and he's like, I honestly didn't expect someone to be willing to and he scratches and like, his face with his free hand. He says, parlay.
I'll pick
Not
up.
kill us.
I'll pick up.
Yeah,
I'll pick up my. I'll pick up my weapon.
Kind of
And
picks
then-
up his weapon.
All right. Look,
Baron's stopped shaking, but he's still putting his hand behind it.
Not threateningly. He just like is like, oh.
Like he's just absent-mindedly pointing it at both of you now. Actually, technically.
Look, I thought I'm looking at both of you and looking behind you, and I thought there was more of you.
Baron kind of shrugs. He's like, "So did I."
Why did you think there was more than us? How do you know about us? Have you been watching this?
Who is
Everyone's
us?
watching. Everyone's watching you guys. I saw your fight.
Oh, you mean like? I thought that you meant something more
Oh.
exciting than that.
I thought you were like a voyeur or something. I thought this would be interesting.
So, how did you get down here? Did you also talk with those stupid drakes?
John?
Did you see my whispers to you?
Uh-huh.
So,
Apparently not.
yeah, I'm going to show. He needs to see one room real quick, so let me do that. Okay, so Cross, this is the only room that you have seen. Can you see anything?
Mhm.
Okay. This is where when I messaged you, you came in here and then bam, and that was it.
Hmm.
You were looking at this and then right here when that happened. All right, I will move you back. All right.
I will. Kaino, by the way, is like I said, 5'11". He's got black, almost graying hair
Oops.
in certain spots. That's a torch. That's the torch he's carrying.
Oh god damn
That's
it.
and but he's got this weird streak on his like on the front end of his head. It's not supposed to be purple. I really don't know how that happened. It's blue and white. I don't know. Like there was like it all of a sudden just turned purple, but and he is got these really bizarre swirling almost eyes that they look like a cloud like in the middle of a storm. And he's a pretty weird looking fella, but he always, especially once he realizes they're like talking with him, is like oddly jovial and kind. Like he's like you like just weirdly positive. You'll see that though. And that's kind of he has a huge spear that seems unbelievably ornate. It's not actually that halberd that's there. It's a halberd that can turn into a spear, and he basically just leaves it in spear form at all time.
Oh, luckily you have a halberd and I have a glaive, so we're not the same.
I use it. It's basically a 10-foot spear though,
Yeah.
or 10-foot range spear.
And then Varen, why don't you describe what Cross sees when he looks at you?
You'll see a fairly way more disheveled than what you see there version of that. It's half elf. He probably has some bags under his eyes at this point. He probably has more than that 5 o'clock shadow. He's scruffy at this point because he hasn't shaved or done anything to actually help his hygiene in a while. The book's all there. Loot is now more ornate than that. It's far more fancy, and probably smells like donkey and yeah. What else do you need to know?
That's it. Go with that. Look, I was
Kaino's human, by the way.
Half elf.
Cross looks human.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
What,
I was
you
gonna
can
say
tell?
all you can see about his face. So I like on the spectrum of like somewhere along those lines. And I mean, based on his height, I would assume that he's human.
Yeah.
Or fucking half orc.
Yeah, he's not a half orc.
He's proportioned
Not sure
properly to
about
be a
those
human.
That's what kind of was like. I just met a half orc on this place. I guess people do get a lot. Maybe you can parlay with them. Anyway, so Kaino will. Oh yeah, no. So he asked how you got here, and then we had a bunch of tangents.
I just remember coming into the first room, and I was checking out the statue as I was looking for where you guys went, and flash the light, and then here you were getting ready to pickpocket me.
Kind of like he blinks, open his eyes like open up a little bit, his eyebrows go up, and he's like, "Well, I don't think that that's a very accurate representation of what was about to happen."
And Varen raises his hand like, I was about to pickpocket you.
Kind of like, "Do you have pockets in your helmet?" And then he looks more closely at your hood, and like tries to see if there's like a pocket back there somehow. I don't think so.
You are met with a very blank stare.
Kaino fans moves the torch over and holds it over the chest, and he's like, "Anyway, why would I pickpocket your face when I could just look at your chest or take the chest?"
This isn't mine.
Well, how am I supposed to know that? I didn't know who you were.
And well,
Speaking of which,
I-
who are you?
oh, my name's Cross.
My name's Kaino. And he reaches out. He puts the spear back down and reaches out a hand.
I will shake it.
This is Varen. He's a little tight.
Confused.
Yeah.
And he hands out like a very limp hand, kind of.
He's usually less aloof. Loft.
Did you say you
Definitely less
handed
aloft.
you hand out your hand? Is that what you said?
Very.
I will shake it as well.
Does Varen float with it? Like he's moving your whole body.
Yep.
you're
Like literally, he's so lackadaisical at this point. He's just like, oh yeah, with the momentum. This is awkward, isn't it?
He's like
like,
made
definitely-
himself
Comments.
0 G.
definitely usually less aloft.
Yes.
So this isn't your chest?
No, it's not actually.
Kaino looks at it more closely. Does it have a lock?
It has you see a lock on it. It's a fairly ornate lock. It looks to be, it doesn't look old and rusty or looks to be oiled and yeah.
Um, kind of like this. All right, excuse me, Varen.
Varen pulls out his thieves' tools.
No, let me try something first, please.
Fair enough. Oh, he like kind of tucks them away and just does.
Kaino tries to put the key that has been opening the doors.
You touch the chest.
Yeah.
Everybody
I was
stop
gonna-
moving.
Yes.
And
I was gonna touch it from range with my long reach weapon, but I was like, you know what?
So as Kaino goes to kind of check this lock out, and he
He
puts
probably would initially. The first touch would literally just be like key into the.
right. As soon as you do that, this chest all of a sudden the hinge opens. Nice.
That was the initiative for the torch.
The torch.
Right roll.
I'll take a 6.
Oh, it's worse.
Luckily, I'll let you keep your 6.1.
I appreciate that.
It attempts to grip onto you, and let me roll initiative here. But this is its surprise round. Oh, you're lucky.
This is why you always just poke chests with your pole arms.
And so we are going to. I need you to give me a DC 13 check at disadvantage for grapple, so strength or acrobatics or athletics. So you're able to pull yourself free.
He just puts a
And-
foot on the top of it, and it's just like, yeah!
And everyone's yeah, okay. And then yeah, Varen, you've seen this chest just attempt to eat Kaino.
Varen like floats kind of up, like he literally thinks he's like hallucinating, so he like rubs his eyes really hard and looks at them again and realizes that it's still moving, and then like he strums his lute, and then he casts fairy fire on it, and then how tall is the ceiling here?
About 15 feet.
He goes right up to the top.
Cool. So what kind of save am I making there?
You are making. Hold on. Should be each object and dexterity save. So
Now, can you cast it? What is it?
It is concentration.
So your flying would go down, and then, yes. So you just kind of drop a few inches, land
Yeah,
on the
that's fine.
ground, and it is now fairy fired.
it's one action, and I do not have any more bardic inspiration. Anything I can do for bonus action? No, I think vicious mockery is
That's an
a
action.
full turn.
It's
an action.
Yeah, it is. I always want to do that. But,
It seems like it because the damage is real low. But it's that advantage thing that's
yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's it.
All right. Cross. You realize you were lying right next to this thing.
I would have been here, and then when the it started moving, I jumped back. But now that it has engaged, I will actually come back forward, and we are going to swing at it with the advantage. Thanks.
That's a hit. 14.
And then you'll notice that he will actually bring the end of the staff around deftly and hit it again
That's a hit.
as a bonus action. Oh,
See, that's a bonus action.
I just rolled max damage
Max
twice in a
damage.
row.
Jeez.
That's what I wish I could do.
This is literally my max damage I can do in one round, and I did it in the first round. So enjoy, guys.
Its tentacly tongue
It's all downhill from here.
Paladin.
starts
is,
reaching
actually.
out for Cross. All right. Kaino.
Kaino's gonna be like, this is my least favorite chest I've ever seen. And he is going to yeah, let's fucking do it. He's gonna quicken spell
Oh,
Booming Blade.
okay.
So Booming Blade, I don't have bless. Where is it? Ooh,
You just hit.
Oh, sorry.
I'll take the damage.
I didn't mean to
Okay.
click that.
And I'm gonna do a. Let me see. Okay, yes. So I'm gonna do a level 2 smite.
Okay. Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yep.
So it's that
16
plus
20,
that, but I get to do it twice.
35,
That thunder shouldn't be on there. Sorry, those 2 last thunders. I forget Booming Blade is to everything.
15.
So not that 2 and that 1.
Oh, okay. Not the two and the one.
I count 42 then. Oh, plus
Is it alive?
40, actually 47, including the first thunder.
47.
I see 20.
So it's 15 plus 13 plus. Okay, so wait, hold on.
I see 48.
Yeah. 48.
Is it alive?
It's alive.
So I'm gonna use my action and cast Booming Blade.
Okay. And how do you kill it? I don't think you can do. Yeah, I did it.
with a second swing down on it, it just chops the top of it just open.
Oh, it's great.
Kaino actually looks like he's always pretty nonchalant even in combat. Well, especially in combat. But he's actually breathing heavily and he looks angry.
It just kind of it goes from this form into this kind of oblong kind of ooze, but it's solid. It's just kind of there. You can see some stuff glittering on the inside.
I'll use prestidigitation to kind of burn it, burn away the goopiness, and try to get to the gold stuff.
You get a little bit, and it just seems like prestidigitation is not whisking this stuff away quite as well as
He
you
shrugs
hope.
and just punches his fist in there.
So it's slimy and goopy, but you manage you grab a hold of some things, and
Oh, just like sticking your arm down the sewer pipe to grab extra coins that fell.
exactly. And you come out your hands, think Ghostbusters, Slimer. It's all
I'm just
kinda
imagining
goopy.
just up to like the shoulder.
Yeah. And you find a small pouch in your hand containing 3 platinum pieces and 18 gold, and
Oh.
a ring. It's just a plain gold band.
All right. Then we'll divvy out the gold, and then he'll kind of offer the ring to somebody who wants it. He does obviously touch it in the process,
Right. Booming Blade
but he doesn't try it on.
Booming Blade makes a bunch of noise, right?
Only if they end up moving.
Hmm.
I mean, it does do thunder damage on the hit,
Right.
but the blast is
Right.
when they move.
Gotcha.
I did smite. I don't
Yep,
know how
one plat
that
each.
is.
So while you guys are kind of, recovering there, you can hear on the other side of the door. I think you can hear. Wait, can you hear?
And 6 gold each.
Cross is actually looking incredulously that you just offered up free money. But he's not. He's definitely pocketing it, but he was not expecting to share.
It's like,
And then just points at the chest and said, "That thing almost ate me."
I think that thing almost ate me.
I think you almost ate it.
it's like I was here.
How did you? You're lucky
But-
you didn't accidentally kick it in your sleep. Maybe not lucky.
I wonder if it brought me down here. I don't remember anything past the bright light.
Guys, shh! You hear that? What the fuck is that? And I kind of back away from what I assume is the door right here.
Yeah, these are 2 steel double doors. It you can the seal is, if you guys knew the term back then, it would be hermetically sealed. It's solid. You can't see any gaps. It's in fact, go ahead and now that you guys have, because when you first walked in here, there was, a person, and then you got attacked by a chest. But now that you have a chance to look, you notice these doors have what appear to be kind of vine work etched into the metal. And these vines, you notice that under the torchlight, kind of you can, if Varen and Cross, you guys, if you're still in your dark vision mode, you wouldn't be able to tell, but kind of would see that the tips of what appear to be thorns on these vines are all bright red.
Kaino.
And the sound is definitely coming from the other side of this door.
Kaino is going to try and find a place where the vine ends,
Uh,
and just
it appears
any spot that is a small. If there's any end of just he wants to try and cut off a small non-important
oh,
part.
it's like
and then take,
it's like in the it's like part It's been like etched into the metal.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Never mind that.
Baron's gonna take a step back, and then just another step back,
Yeah, kind
and
of
just
just
another
like.
step back.
It's like
It's like,
so cross.
I feel very confident with you guys, but I mean, Cross, we just met you, but I'm feeling more akin to you than some of our other party members that have passed. But I feel that is an overwhelming presence on the other side of that door. Maybe it's just my level
Did
of sleep, but
you guys come from this way?
yes.
Yeah, we came from up these stairs.
Well, I came to find you guys, so
Mission accomplished. And he kind of like shrugs and like says, "Perfect, we're good. Let's go." Just starts.
Why are you trying to find us? Kind of says as he's walking.
I'm told that you guys.
Stop moving. I'll move you guys back to.
I'm told that you guys may have gotten a reward for your last fight. And as I come up the stairs, I realized that the other guys I was looking for are up here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Bore looks pretty green. You can tell he's been sick in a corner a couple times, and Blinks is just kind of patting him on the back. Blinks is like, I don't think he's doing so well. Maybe we should get him back.
Baron's like, "That's a great idea. We should get as far away from that down there." Yeah.
Is
Go.
is there treasure? Let's go find treasure.
It was a treasure chest that tried to eat me.
When the treasure tries to eat you, it's just time to go. I mean, that's my
Fair
motto.
enough. Fair enough. You know what you're talking about, Varen.
I'm glad you think so. And he walks past him.
So, time for the bridge.
So as you approach, the drakes are flying. They all look at you, but they don't interact with you in any way.
Baron will just
Find out.
make his jump.
You need to find out how this guy teleported over.
He's
here.
not going. He just wants out of here. Like he's gonna do this nonchalantly, more or less.
The bridge creaks and moans, but you're not a particularly heavy guy, so it's not a problem.
Okay.
You move right across.
Fair enough.
Um,
And yeah. And you have the rope stuff that you tied over here, so you can just climb right over basically without having to do any like jumping and stuff.
Cool.
man, I can't freaking move the torch. Anyway, Kaino is going to, I guess he will,
Is the torch in your way? There you go.
No, it's okay. I was just trying to get it where I wanted.
Baron will
Kaino
here and kind of
is-
slump against the wall.
Going to...
Blinks just runs past you and just like pew and just and he's like, "Come on, it's easy."
Kaino is gonna cast Bless on the three of us. And he's just like, fair travels. And he will jump across.
All I need for the heavy peoples is one acrobatics or athletics roll.
Right.
It's the bridge isn't quite so stable, so it's a bit wobbly. If you remember, you guys fixed it, but it's you did a quick hot fix. All right,
Yeah.
Cross, you got athletics or acrobatics.
Yep. Cross is actually looking at this bridge and not understanding how this is here.
He's like, I haven't seen any of this. So you're able to make it across. I'm not going to kill Bore this way, so Bore makes it across. I don't.
That'd be lame.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
It's like, I
Kinda
failed a
needs to
check
go.
while you were gone. I'm sorry.
And
That
you-
character did.
Ooh, wrong guy.
Pushes Bore off.
Just flying off. So yeah, so you all make it across. No problems. So I didn't
Cross,
mean to-
you'll notice that there's some drakes just eyeing you as we go by.
Yeah, like you see, like it may have given you pause, Cross, because you haven't ever seen a drake before, but you notice these people don't. Excuse me, seem to care.
Yeah, that was new for Cross. And he's more just following at this point.
We made a pretty fair deal with them. We only had to kill half of them.
Yeah.
And then you go up the other stairwell, which I really need to throw that there.
Kind of will like close every door behind us.
Sure. Are you guys going back up to the top? Do you have any?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not stopping on either the ice level or the water level. You don't need to. There's
Not for any major things other than to get across.
all right. So you here, hold on. Let me there we go. And just so that I have everything. Hold on, I want to copy Jeffrey. Okay, you can all move again. Cross, when
There's two variants.
oh my god.
Oh,
when you came
Variant hallucinates.
Cross, when you guys walked through this door up here, you remembered this being the last thing you saw before blacking out.
I will investigate this thing again and see what happens.
So it's a big stone statue of a large kind of flower. You aren't familiar with this particular flower, but it's stone, and all these petals are of this flower are closed. Yeah.
Kind of would go and put the key back,
Okay, so you place the key back in.
close the sarcophagus, and come back over here.
Okay, so you close it. Okay, so you heft the lid. You're strong enough. You can do it. You take the, Okay, so and you guys, the rest of you notice. Bore wouldn't notice, but the rest of you would, that the stone flower appears to be as it was when you came in. It doesn't look any different because you do notice Cross checking it out.
Pretty cool
As soon as
statue.
Varen made it up here, he made a beeline for Jeffrey, gave him a hug, and then just sat down and played his lute. Just
Jeffrey
kinda-
starts is like sniffing at your pockets because you've been giving him like shit. tons
Oh,
of food.
absolutely. He's like just like absent-mindedly hands him another apple. Pats him.
Jeffrey's happy now. Jeffrey is the mule, by the way, Cross.
He's a mule,
Yes,
like a normal mule.
Just
Yes.
a mule.
just a mule.
Can we still hear that growling?
Mm-mm. It should
It's
be.
Jeffrey.
I can.
Okay. Thanks for telling me. And the growling's gone.
Jeffrey's hungry.
Yeah, that was Jeffrey the whole time. He was just really hungry.
Jeffrey's like, I found a teleporter.
They have so many apples.
Where are the apples?
So, anything else you guys doing here?
Is Cross still staring at?
He is satisfied, although confused at the same time, and is wondering what he's still standing away from the party, letting you guys decide. But he looks to be following every word, even though he's at a distance.
Uh,
I bet we could just rest here.
what time is it?
Among the bones. At least for a little bit.
You guys got here kind
It
of
was early, wasn't it?
I believe you got
Oh,
here
yeah.
in the afternoon. So you've been.
Okay.
This has taken a while. So when you pop your head out to see what time it is, because you seem to have trouble. It's hard to keep track of time when you're underground.
Underground.
Bore normally wouldn't have much of an issue with it, but he's not in the best condition. Um, so it's dusk now. There's still some light out, but
Well,
it's
we got
fading.
Varen. We can rest here, but let's rest outside. Fresh air. He kind of gestures to the bones and the sarcophagus with. I mean, he did his best, but the smell still lingers.
For the next millennia.
So, and if Cross is still just kind of hanging back, he'll actually come over and be like, "Look, you fought with us. You may not have blood with us, but you're okay by me." And like, he just kind of like gives him his, like, puts a hand on his shoulder, like, overly comfortable with him already. Probably, I don't know if he has like personal space issues, but he is totally not paying attention to any of that. As he just kind of like handles you like you've been friends for like years.
Cross does lean back ever so slightly, but allows the hug to happen, or whatever just happened.
He gives you one of those like shoulder grasps that's like a hug.
Mm.
He's not quite that abrasive, but
Yeah,
he's trying to break that start that bond.
He did not return that, but he lets it happen and then is leaning away at the same time.
He's like, "You'll come around. You'll come around." Food, and then he kind of just go immediately onto another thing and starts walking out.
So do the rest of you go out with Varen and Jeffrey?
Kind of shrugs and will follow.
I'm following.
So you guys
At
go
this point.
outside, and yeah, I don't have a map for that, so use
That's
your
fine.
imaginations. So it's as described before, there's a bit of a clearing between the building and where the trees start, kind of all around the building. So there's plenty of space for you guys. The ground's actually in decent condition. It's some light grasses and stuff. So you guys set camp, and let's do a little question period during our break.
Okay.
So while you guys are setting up camp and getting everything ready and preparing your food and stuff like that, you can answer these in character, so how your characters would respond to the others. Cross. How did you come to the island, and what have you been doing, and what do you do here on the island?
I came about a little less than a year ago, I think, at this point, and I have been looking for somebody on the island, and I have determined that the best way to... Initially, I was just scouting and trying to figure out how this place works, because this is not a very easy place to get to, and I've determined that the best way to move up and to find this person is to compete. And so I've been solo competing, and then I have noticed it is not as easy solo, and saw your fight, and I am very curious about getting into the fastest trek to rank up, to be able to get into the city.
What do you want to
So-
do in the city?
I'm looking for somebody.
Sounds mysterious.
Varen kind of like he's super tired at this point, so he's probably saying more than he should. But he's like, "Oh, Kaino's looking for somebody. What if you two are looking for each other, man?" he's also been, he kind of smoked a little earlier today.
Kind of gives Varen a squint. And he's like, I think I would. Never mind, Varen.
Kind of. This one is not who I am looking for.
Oh,
I don't know
That's
your
good.
guys' names.
that would be super convenient, wouldn't it? But
All right,
Oh.
so Varen, um, now that you've been on the island for a little bit and you've kind of seen a little bit how things work and uh, seen some things that most of the people haven't, what is your goal? Do you simply want to just leave the island, or do you have a bigger plan?
Varen is just well, try to answer this thing quick.
Yeah,
Here.
answer it how you would answer to them.
Hold on. So Varen, unfortunately, he's tired too, so he's gonna just be completely open mouthed. Blabbermouth. So he's gonna be so you know. I know it's just music I've been playing at those bars, but there's a message behind it, man, and it's getting through to them. I'm going to turn that city around. We're gonna make it a place for the people. We're gonna take over. We're gonna have the freaking poor eat the rich, and like he gets a little too young, and he's like, but yeah, one step at a time. One step at a time. We gotta start low, and he just kind of like. You don't really know exactly what he's talking about, but he's just kind of rambling. Kind of like Charlie with the board from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Cross is currently considering that this is the mistake.
Kaino, same basic kind of question to you as to Varen. You've had a bit of time to see the island and what it's about. What do you want to do? And would be how you would tell your
Yeah.
compatriots.
Well, you guys, honestly, I think this place has kind of helped me find me, and I think that my place is to help you guys through this, whatever the hell this island is. And so I'm going to make sure that you guys succeed in whatever you're trying to do here. He says with a big smile. Like, obviously, that's just what people do. And I can't lie. I'd like to know more about this place. It seems delightfully mysterious. Probably not so delightful, though. Oh, well, we'll find out.
If you catch Cross, he is nodding slightly.
He's like, I still think it's a lich. I don't know what a lich is. I just heard about him in a story once. You know, sailor stories, but sounds like
Oh yeah, the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. I know that.
you know what they say about him? The liches? They're all bitches.
Liches get
I have-
stitches.
I
It's
got
sailor
99 problems, but the lich ain't one.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
The DM strikes you all with heart attacks.
I wonder if liches intentionally
Rockfall,
made
everyone
their
dies.
name so rhymable for like PR.
I don't know.
So, are you there,
Witches
Blinks?
get stitches.
I am here, yes.
People don't have
Alright.
songs about illithids for a reason, all right?
So, you hung out with Bore, who wasn't feeling good. The others went forward. The other two, they came across an individual, were attacked by a chest, and then heard some crazy shit through some doors. So said nuts to this. So you guys came back out to the. You're actually just outside the temple. We don't have an outside temple map, so you get this. You're just outside the temple, and you guys are sitting around the campfire, and you're all being asked. You're all kind of chit-chatting. So I'm asking each of you a question that you then respond to the group.
You got a camp map, don't you?
I see.
I do have a camp map, but it's the
It fits.
resistance camp. That's just weird.
Look up
It's all good.
You should just look up like a cave. Oh, I don't know what the entrance to this place looks like actually. So
Yeah, I'll find one because you guys will probably gonna be. I'm sure you guys will be back here more than once, so I'll find something. But yeah, we'll do this. This is a bit more accurate. I'm gonna kill everything real quick. There we go. All right, so Blinks, you have been on the island for some time now. What are your goals now that you know what this place is about?
Do we really know what this place is about aside from?
Well, as much as you know of it, as much as you know of it at this point, what are Blinks's goals? And this would be how you would tell your companions.
Well, I don't really have any family left back where I'm from, so I'm going to probably. Yes, that is me. I'd like to explore, and I want to check out every corner of this island. And before I leave, eventually my goal is to leave and get back to the mainland. If for no other reason that there's more places to explore, more people to take things from. But that's my goal for now. But not you, Fine Companion. Of course, not you.
Aaron's nodded off.
Yeah, I can see that. So, so with that, you guys sack, hit the sack for the night. Is there anything anyone wants to do before going to bed?
I'm putting out my hunting trap again.
Okay, you lay out your hunting trap. Roll me a D100.
Hey.
Okay. Anyone else gonna do anything? Varen, clearly it looks like he took an Ambien. He starts hurling racist remarks at Blink.
yeah, jeez. All right. Don't deny my humanity just because I have a different hair color than you. All right. So Kaino's gonna sleep.
All right. Cross.
Aaron's sacked out near the fire. Probably
Yeah.
Jeff curled up with him. I don't know.
You mean you curled up with Jeff? Jeff's like, oh my god, this guy.
No, Varen probably sacked out, just while listening to stories.
Oh, gotcha.
So
You're just down
whatever
by the
happened.
campfire.
Yeah.
So, you guys, it's a peaceful night. Nothing...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
What I did miss is there seems to be a stranger to me in our midst. He was Cross.
Yeah, so, since Kaino and Varen were the first to encounter him, why don't you guys go ahead and explain that to Blinks. It'd probably be Kaino, because Varen's, asleep.
You can blow up the picture too for him.
Yeah.
What do I have to explain?
How
no.
you met, Cross, because Blinks is like, who is this new guy?
Oh yeah.
You kill me in my sleep or what?
Well, technically, you would have met at the.
Well, he probably
Top of the
trusts us
stairs.
not to kill. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, you probably trust him not to kill you. Well, not to kill him in his sleep because we could have done that and we didn't. And then he helped fight treasure chest with us.
Good. All good stuff.
I trust him.
And so they just found him unconscious a
Yeah,
bit
he was
further.
unconscious down there by
Yeah.
a growling door.
Yep.
And hanging out with a mimic,
Mm-hmm.
and he seemed to be an alright guy. A little dreary maybe with the, and he motions to the face, he covers everything up. But he looks at him and he gives him a wink and he says, "I trust him."
Okay.
Cross is wearing a full. He is wearing a full face mask. You can't see, but just his eyes and the top of his nose.
Does Cross speak in person or
Mhm.
just? Okay, he does.
He does. We would have already conversed.
Yeah, you guys did introduce each other. I took care of that for you. So you've said hello, and you know he's, whether or not you trust him or not. So far everything seems okay, and your companions also seem comfortable with him.
He was looking for us and then got mysteriously
If
Move.
Cross was sitting next to Varen, he would have fallen asleep on his shoulder or something.
Cross would have been slightly further away from everybody else, sitting with his back to the wall.
Then no.
We are actually in like a temple still right now. We're not actually at a campsite like this. Are we actually in a?
You're just
Tents and
outside.
stuff.
Yeah, you're just outside of the temple.
He would have been back to the wall with his pole arm kind of in his lap.
Very good.
I'm
Well, welcome
gonna
to
start
the-
eating a ration. Do you need any food?
I don't think so.
That's
I
good.
need to check. I have rations. I was smart enough to remember that.
This is how you all starve.
We have to choose who to eat first.
He
Small.
eats his own ration. He has his own ration. So he has a backpack and stuff. He was prepared for adventuring today.
Well,
Excellent. No eating, no cannibalism today.
kind of puts his hand on his chest and heals himself. It's not a
Okay.
big deal.
So you guys, you sleep through the night. There's nothing disturbs your sleep, including bad dreams. You'll have pleasant dreams. And in the morning, Blinks, you have not caught anything. And
Get back.
that's it. It's the morning. What are you guys gonna do? You've had you've had a long rest, so give yourselves back to full HP, spells, all that fun stuff. Baron feels half elf again, as
How many
opposed
days left until our next bout?
to. You haven't been
have-
assigned a date yet.
Oh, no date yet.
We should go back and see if they've got one for us.
How many days have we been out here?
This is your third night. Second.
Because we
Second.
were over at the camp.
This was
We
the
were
second night, third
This is-
We were
morning.
at this
Yeah.
camp
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, this was your.
Yeah.
This was your
This is
second
the
night.
camp
yeah.
we came from, but we're
Mhm.
in like a smaller version of this camp outside of the ruins right now.
Yeah, you're basically your guys are basically in a section that's you guys have like the equivalent of one tent. I don't even know if you guys have tents. You may just be sleeping in the open.
I'm looking at the island map.
Yeah, I'm looking at that too. I'm interested in the lake to the southeast.
Yeah, we gotta make it back to the arena first.
Okay, so you guys are going to head back to town.
Sure.
All
We've
right.
got great axes to sell anyways.
Yeah. So
We come in dragging our great axes again, tilling the land.
So you guys come back to town. You do your normal. I assume you go through your normal kind of cut through, and you make your way, and like do. We came from somewhere completely different.
Yep, we found these great axes.
So when you get to the two guys who have them, it's late afternoon by the time you get back. You guys moved at a pretty good clip.
Kaino wants to cast Detect Magic, like in the morning, and look at that ring.
It is a gold ring.
Yeah, that's not as fun. He also wants to take a look at that. The war chief had a cool chain. It's probably just a stupid orc chain, but
So you take the 11 minutes. It is a chain.
it's a, no. I cast it with magic. I didn't like.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's a ring and it's a chain.
I didn't cast Identify. I cast Detect Magic. Just
Gotcha. Oh, right. It's a one-time. Yeah, they're just just
I
mundane
just can
items.
see I can detect magic auras within 30 feet of me for.
Right.
I
So
didn't
I was thinking identify.
No, I did not identify them. It's the first step. All right. You probably don't even really notice Kaino do that. He can do it through clothing too.
You
So.
can do it while you're walking.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
No subtle spell though.
So
Even if Baron noticed, he wouldn't care.
yeah. So you guys make it back. Do you go to the vendors to unload your goods?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you show up, they're like, "How much? What? All right. Where are you
I
getting
found
all
a way to
this?"
forge. I found a way to forge them easily.
What? Hmm. What? Why wouldn't you just? Okay.
I don't have any need for them. These things suck. I mean, they'll work, but
Like they're both staring at you like, what the fuck? And they're like, well, all right, all right, all right. We'll take this lot, but you're flooding the market. Like at some point, it's not going to be
are
worth
you telling me
anything.
the people of this illustrious town don't need great swords or great axes?
He like gestures over at some guy who like gets startled. He's like, look. Does he look like he can wield a great sword? The dude's like 5'4", about 85 pounds.
That's a good point.
There's like Varen leans in and is like they double well as hose. for your garden.
We've melted down all of the weapons you've brought us so far. And it's crap metal. It's crap metal. You're not a good smith. You need to work on your trade.
Capital! So here, will you take more of these great axes? You don't need to worry about flooding the market then.
They just groan and they say, all right, all right. So you get, was it 20% a book? I
Sure,
believe.
I'll take that. That sounds more than fair.
You're like, I'll take it. It's more than I would have got if I kept these stupid axes.
That's for sure.
So they're just, how many do you have?
I had 5.
They just kind of look at you as you like stack them all there, like, like what are these people doing all day?
Forging great
Varen
axes.
isn't with them. Varen went
Okay.
straight to the Skewered Spirit.
Forging terrible great axes.
So, all right. So Varen went to the Skewered Spirit. Kaino, after that, do you also head to the Skewered Spirit?
Um,
I just want to know if
he
I
also
can-
has.
Well,
Cross is following Kano.
Okay.
Yeah, before I go, I need to buy 24 arrows,
You buying the crappy ones or the regular ones?
regular ones.
So they are 25% extra book cost. No, 50%. Sorry.
Varen
Theme.
was just dropping off Jeffrey at the stables and then was going to come back and resupply some stuff.
Okay. So they get Jeffrey squared away in his nice comfy stall. And you find the others out and, argue, them talking to Kaino about all these, like, stop bringing us crappy great axes. Can you make anything else?
I'll work on it.
All right.
Sometimes when I look at a material, I don't decide what it's going to become. It speaks to me.
They all speak great sword, apparently. All right, great axe. All right, all right.
The eye sees what it sees.
What is Varen? What are you purchasing, Varen?
I'm purchasing some crossbow bolts.
Okay.
I'm going to purchase the good stuff.
Okay.
So that's what, double or is it?
It's 50% more than book
50%.
cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just need to double check that. Okay, cool. And then what else was I getting? I'm going to also get some more feed and some apples for
Okay.
Jeffrey.
That's just the standard 25% more just across the board for those kinds of goods.
I'm looking for those kinds of goods.
And they do they take good care of Jeffrey. They give him, hay and make sure he's watered
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff
no.
like that.
And
So
I give him a copper every day. So
that's right. So they take good care of him. They rub him down
Yeah.
every day, that kind of thing. So you guys have done shopping. Does Cross need to do anything, or is he good?
Cross is actually just following Kano at this point. And
Okay.
is whenever he would like go into a place, he would actually stay outside and just
They're more
Kinda
like
like-
they're like
Yeah.
stalls. They're stalls.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not so
He-
much going inside; it's just kind of walking right.
he
up
wouldn't
to
be
it.
engaging in any of the conversations. He'd just be like waiting.
Okay. You get a few people who look at you because a few people will recognize you from a fight here and there.
I don't acknowledge them.
Look, Mommy, it's the one that got stabbed in the face. That armor's scary. Shut up, Billy. And she drags him away. Because you look all mean.
Mhm.
Anything else from you guys, or do you all kind of make your way back to the spirit? You gonna bust into inner city? What do we got? Charge the gate, storm the castle.
Not yet.
These towers are only like 60, 70 feet tall. No problem.
Is that all? Easy. Jumping.
Spider climb.
Yeah.
I will say, Cross will, at some point, when Kano is done, he will ask if there's any way they can amend their ticket and get him on with them on their next fight.
Oh yeah, we should probably head down there. Yeah, let's do that right now. And kind of will just
Let's
go.
check. Yeah, I like that.
And
He just wants to be on the ballot.
To the
With
arena.
you
Oh,
guys.
I should make sure you're all here.
also that the other two people are not going to be on.
Yes. Here, I'm gonna
Or at
let me,
least,
let me do something real quick here. No one move. I'm gonna put you all over down.
I'm not seeing where the feed would be.
Just how much do you want? How long do you want to get it? Like, how much do you want to get? Days worth equivalent.
Probably just a week, just so it doesn't go bad.
You can get for like let's say, 2 silver.
Sounds good. I like it.
Yeah. So let me then move you guys here. No one move. Pew. There you go. Jeffrey's outside. I just have to bring Jeffrey everywhere. Bore, you guys, he stayed at the spirit in the room.
Okay. No, yeah, he's
He's still, he's
It's the
Except
first
for-
poison dwarf.
yeah, like he's also really embarrassed. He's like, "Oh my god, how am I like poisoned?" Essentially.
Sorry, I went and found it.
thank you.
Okay, so you guys are in the arena office, and Lavrelin looks up and she smiles at you, blinks when you as you approach the desk. How can I help you today?
We were wondering when the next bout might be.
It
Ready
hasn't
up?
it hasn't been arranged, but while you're here, I can give you your day passes into Inner City.
Ooh. Let's do. How long are those good for?
A day.
Just
They are
one
called day passes.
One day. There's not like there's an expiration date.
You see the sun, it rises and then it sets, and we call that a day here. It may
So-
be different where you come from.
So at night we can just leave, and then the next day we come back.
Yeah.
She just stares at you.
It's a day pass. When do we get a night pass?
Okay, sense of humor is officially dead here. All right.
I'm
One
not.
day-
What about a 24-hour pass?
Yes, maybe perhaps my phrasing was wrong. It is a 24-hour pass. By day pass, we meant a full.
Thank you.
Yes, there-ness. Now, no misunderstanding.
Kino looks very happy that he just made her correct herself. Like he just won this conversation and he's done here. Somebody should probably remind her that Cross is joining because Kino's gonna like.
Kind of
Be done
drops,
with this
just
now.
holds his spear out, drops it, and he's like, I'm out. And just leaves.
I'm happy. I beat them.
Is it beyond your passes, is there anything else I can help you with? And she sees Cross and she says, I'll be with you in a moment.
Actually, Varen pipes up. We're actually going to be adding good old Cross here onto our ballot. I mean, kind of just. Is that the right word for it? I don't think so.
I take your meaning. You would like him to be an official part of your team.
Yes, that is the phrasing I was looking for. Thank you for your help.
Very important phrasing going on here today.
That
Yeah.
can be done. We'll just void out his old contract. And she opens a drawer, kind of fiddles around, pulls out some
Can I do a
parchment.
perception check?
Yeah.
To see what she's doing in that drawer.
Yeah,
just to see
it's
if-
gonna be a disadvantage because it's a
That's
tall
fine.
desk. But yeah, you can do that.
Oh, hold on. I was about to roll dice. Oh, damn it! Just kidding. Hold on. I apologize.
Is that
You
right?
know, roll 20 and the internet and fun stuff.
Roll 20 in life.
Yep. Okay.
So while you're observing her, she writes some things on a piece of parchment, and she
Was that
says,
decent? What did it suck?
"Roll it, hit it one more time."
Oh, I apologize.
That's
I
alright.
didn't do it. Do the
And
thing.
then she so 14. You're not quite sure. You couldn't get a. She does it pretty quick, and you can't get a good angle on it.
Yeah, I'm looking for lights. I'm looking for. 'Cause
Something seems
Aaron's-
a little off, but you can't
Okay.
quite put your finger
Aaron's
on it.
tuned in with the sonic vibrations of magic, so I'm seeing if there's trying to feel if there's anything going on there.
Yeah. And then she pulls out a much larger stack of pages of parchment, and she says, "Okay, let me add him here." And she says, "If one of you could sign here," and she holds out a piece of paper and a quill.
Baron just takes it and looks over at Cross, like
He
looks for, gives him a thumbs up, and just kind of like,
He nods.
and then he kind of turns and goes and scrawls whatever he thinks is his own signature.
She takes the parchment back and goes, everything is in order. Are there any other changes I should be made aware of? While I have your paperwork here.
Baron sends a message to Kaino. He's like, "Is there anything else?"
Where's Zabdiel?
Just
It's Eleanor,
Eleanor, yeah, that guy.
not Zach.
No,
did he
it's
come out?
Eleanor.
Oh yes. Selenor is going to be taken off the docket.
I see. And she
Uh,
begins scribbling away on multiple pages. Okay, that seems to be in order. I could give Cross here his 24-hour pass, or I could destroy it. It's up to you.
Cross walks forward and will pick it up, hold his hand out.
She hands it to you. Okay, is there anything else?
We also need to sign up for another fight, I believe.
One is being worked on at the moment, and we will inform you when it is ready.
I know you have more fights going on. There's always fights going on. I'm sure you can move us up. You know us. We're good. We have rapport.
Yes, you.
Oh yeah, that guy too. I was wondering. I was like, we lost somebody
Oh
else.
yeah,
too.
right. Avalon needs to be taken off as well.
Ah, yes. Okay. He was the odd one.
Yes. You are quite correct.
Arguably,
No, not arguing.
Avalon or Eleanor?
It's a good point. And she says, are there any other members of your party who have fled? Or perished? Or whatever the case may be?
Yeah. Baron over ponders that thing. He's like, yeah, we have a lot of people like just die or run away. Or...
It's a
And then he
tough
kind of snaps
world.
back. He's like, oh yeah, yeah. Not that those extra fights that you can get us into. You were just saying that you could, and yeah.
I will inquire further on your behalf.
I appreciate it.
I will let them know that you would like to have more fights. This can be arranged. Perhaps an endurance battle. Good luck. We'll let you know. And she takes the paperwork, plops it back in the door. Go ahead and make another perception check, Baron. Not just a regular one this time.
It's the one. All the marbles. It's gonna suck. Oh, sweet.
You notice that when the papers go, as she's putting the papers in, they just kind of disappear. They're not actually like, it's not like a physical space there. There's something, you know.
It's the drawer of holding.
Yes,
Fair enough.
it's the administrator's drawer of endless filing.
Oh,
You know, it's like
Bureaucrats.
Bruce Almighty when he opens up the filing cabinet.
fair
It's
enough,
kind of
fair
like
enough.
that, but in a different way.
Gotcha. All right. And,
and she
he'll just
goes-
turn on his heel.
And she goes back to doing other various writing papers.
Fair enough.
And then, as just before you all walk out, she says, "Just so you know that when you enter with your passes, they will begin the 24-hour." And she looks at Kaino, and Kaino, you think you might almost detect just a slight crack in her appearance, and you almost see a little bit of a flash of annoyance. You don't, but you think it's almost there. And she says, "They will begin your 24 hours at that moment that you enter. I would not suggest lingering beyond that time. Good day." And she goes back to her work.
Hmm. Well, gents,
I feel like it
I'm
might
gonna
be.
go check it out inside. Please, please, please. Like a little
I
kid.
feel like it might be only fair to wait until Bora is back. Or did he not get a day pass? Because he wasn't
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be here.
in the fight.
You could have got the one from.
Was he? Oh yeah,
He was there.
he was in that fight. Yeah.
Yeah. So they would have. They handed over his pass to you as well. So you have Boris as well.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
Well, if you guys would like to wait, we can always explore somewhere else. Or hang out.
we could go find out about that lake
Hmm.
or do something.
Yeah. There's a lady of the lake there with Excalibur or something.
What's Excalibur?
Very well. You guys want to rest or head to the lake?
Well, it is dusk, right?
We
No,
can
this
go
is
talk
this is
to-
the new day. So this is you guys
Oh.
are still early, pretty early in the morning.
Oh, okay. I
Um,
thought we did this on the way in.
yeah, I think this is on the way in.
Yeah. That
Because
night
Kaino
when we got
hasn't
there.
spoken to.
Oh, right. That's right. You're
He
right.
hasn't gone back because he wanted to talk to.
That's right.
Mark.
That's right. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah. So it's you know the shops such as they are now beginning to shutter up, and
Yeah, kind of just gonna head back to the inn if we're all done in the city.
yeah, you can tell people are settling down for the
Or-
evening.
The city, as it were.
Hmm. The portion
Um,
that you're allowed to go to.
When we go in, does Dredge?
Dredge. So you bloop.
Oh yeah.
Let me. I'm gonna. Again, I have to. Let me fix this.
Baron
He wants
hallucinates
to know if
again
there
and
was
sees
anything-
aberrations of Zelenor and Avalon for a split second as they disappear.
So, yeah, you guys can go through the door, right, and let you in.
Yep, you can just walk through it.
Okay, good.
Yep.
So,
They have like what are they? The butterfly doors or whatever. The ones just like like the saloon doors.
yeah, they're flimsy. They're nothing fancy. So, Dredge acts just like everything's normal. He's like, "Oh, you're back. Just wondering if I could start renting out that room again. Dinner?"
Just the best of it for me. I actually already ate my delicious fill of hardtack today.
Link
Oh.
can't say anything.
Good stuff.
Delicious.
He gives each of you except Cross a glance that is clearly like, hey, shut up.
Cross wanders over here to talk to Grumag. Grumag.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Varen tosses a couple of silver pieces on the bar and says, "Drinks for me and my our newcomer companion." And he gestures kind of over to Cross.
All right. And Dredge, when you threw the silver, it barely had a chance to touch the wood on the countertop before it disappeared into his pocket.
Oh,
And he goes,
nice.
all right. And he pours 3 big steins, because there's 3 of you at the bar, and he plops one down in front of each of you.
For the record, John, I can't see the bar.
Oh, are you blind?
Everything is white again. Is doing that thing.
Oh, weird.
I don't understand why it only happens to me. But I'll try to reload.
Try refreshing. That's usually what usually fixes it. He puts 4 down because we'll say Blinks also went to the bar. He doesn't. Dredge feels a little uncomfortable giving children booze, but I mean, ultimately, you guys are paying for it, so whatever. He'll serve Blinks. It's fine.
That's better.
Varen, while everybody's drinking and making merry, we'll try to slink off over to Farghead, and he'll be like, "Hey, Farghead, I got that favor I need to pull for you. You need to pull for me. See that guy over there?" And he points across. That's the guy. And he walks away. Walks back over and tries to grab his beer before Farghead makes his move.
So Dredge. I mean, you gave him 3 silver, and beyond that, Kaino's already paid him way in advance. So Dredge assumed you were tipping him. But as you guys finish off your ale, he just refills your steins and plops them back down.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
You will notice that Cross is drinking, so he has taken his frontal guard down.
Are any of you drinking? Are you all trying to make sure? Are you trying to make sure you don't drink too much, or do you guys not care? What exactly?
Cross is one and done.
Blinks is just toying with his mug right now, debating on whether he wants to put something in someone else's drink.
Varen is just drinking away, making merry like nothing's wrong.
Okay, I like it.
Kaino's not drinking.
That's right.
He doesn't
He
drink
does that now.
anymore. That used to be such a huge thing for Kaino for a while. Then whatever. He doesn't do that anymore.
Eventually, well, after probably a beer and a half, or a stein and a half, he'd probably go over to his spot and start playing.
Give me a performance roll.
With his new thing.
So,
It suck. Yay, it didn't suck.
You get 4 silver and 8 copper.
hello.
Hello.
4 silver and a copper.
So I just got back from an emergency.
Hey, sorry. This is for my I have a every other Monday group. Sorry, when I posted that, it was for my just for my players.
Hello?
Yeah. Sorry, man.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, can I still play? Are you already?
No, this is a these. I have just these players each for my Monday campaign. Sorry. So this,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was not for me. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right.
So, I won't take it, but just check me out of the
Sure.
group.
Sure.
So when I know you want to play with me, it will be it's okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, thanks.
Parts of it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm back. Anyways. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Where did we leave off, guys? Help me out here.
You had just given me gold for the bard thing, and then
Ah, yes.
somebody else.
Gotcha.
Got it.
So yeah, so you made a little bit of coin. Not a huge amount, but some.
It's not so much about the coin; it's about the message.
That's right. That's right. Because you're playing like your melodic Rage Against the Machine kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. System of Down.
That's right. That's right. Let's see. So it's the evening. It doesn't get too crowded. You've never really seen Dredge's place particularly crowded. So what are you guys gonna do?
Mercus is Canis is kind of hanging out until nighttime. He doesn't really have any plans.
Kind of. Do you have a place here?
Yeah, I mean he could go there, but he could just hang out down here.
Cross
oh,
is
sorry.
asking
Cross,
if you guys
yeah,
have rooms.
kind of nods and he says, "Yeah, we have actually a bunch of beds just opened up, so I can show you them whenever you need."
No, he's just asking if he was going to have to find a spot somewhere else tonight.
Well, depending
Yeah,
on your
that's what I'm
love for
saying.
corpses, you're welcome to bunk with me.
The corpse is gone now.
Yeah,
I know that.
it walked out of there,
One coming along.
and it didn't even stink up the sheets. It was nice. Did Farkhead make his move at all?
He just chuckled.
Uh,
He's used to. They're used to you guys by now. You're regulars.
Varen will ask Cross, so because I assume he's kept his mask on the entire time and the hood up.
He did take it off briefly to drink what was given to him, and then he's put it back on.
Okay, he's like, so Varen, being just a little bit more than he should be, he's gonna be like, so what's with the mask? Like, that's been bugging me this whole time. Like, can't be that ugly, right?
It helps to prevent from being noticed, being recognized.
Varen looks around the empty bar and looks at like the fact that he like gestures to the fact that no one else is wearing a mask, and just like, honestly, I think it draws more of an eye. I mean, I like being the center of attention, but like I've been staring at you ever since you got here because you're the only one wearing a mask. So it kind of is, contradictory. I don't know. He kind of shrugs. I'm not one to judge, though. And he leans back and starts drinking.
Cross does not elaborate.
That's fine.
So, Dredge says, so what do you boys got planned for tomorrow? I know they haven't got no fights for a little bit.
Varen kind of looks over at Kaino and just kind of pipes up, and he's like, well, you know us. We're not one for plans.
He kind of looks
Exactly.
around and, he sees his regulars and stuff, and he leans forward and he says, I hear you've been killing a lot of orcs lately. I hear about those great axes you've been bringing in.
Sure. Orc forges work really well.
Yeah, right. Sure they do. You guys seem pretty good at killing them, and most people around here aren't too fond of them.
They're pretty bad at fighting back, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, it helps that you guys are. And he just kind of gestures at you. Well, look at you.
I know shrugs.
Well, you could go ahead and perhaps check out the well, I kind of think we know where they might be located, or based essentially. It might be a good place for you guys to go looking.
Looks at his companions.
I'm interested.
Farron has like fire in his eyes because the last orc he faced almost chopped fucking Jeff's head off. So he's like,
He says,
"Is it their lair?"
How familiar are you? Well, maybe, I don't know. They might have multiple, but how familiar are you with the island?
Farron gestures over to Kaino. He's like, "Kaino's been making a map, I think."
Yeah, we're getting it.
So
We need to travel it more.
he says, "Let me see that." And he takes a look at your map, and he's like, "All right, okay, all right. Well, you got the lake here, okay, yeah. All right. So you see where the lake is. What you want to do is, we think they're closer to the coast, kind of that marshy region, somewhere near the river, perhaps, as you get closer to the coast. If you look at your map, that awesome map that I made,
Yeah, that's
that kind of southern tributary, ocean tributary is the river he's talking about, and the marshy land are those broken up waters, squares. So he kind of jabs his finger in that general area. And he's like, somewhere in there.
Kind of nods excitedly.
He's like, it's gonna take you a minute to get there. And he notices that you have a little thing. He notices he knows where the temple is, and he can tell that you've marked it. He's like, well, that takes you, to get to say here. He just random position on your map here, and he points at that. It takes you about a day's marching. You're probably looking at 2 or 3 days to get out there.
Good to know.
Farron will be like, "Is there anywhere we can get a boat?"
Yeah, it might be. What kind of boat you looking for?
One that with a maximum capacity of 5, but can also easily fit 4 people.
And a mule.
Or 3 in case somebody's missing.
Wait, you want a boat for a mule?
And a mule, yes.
And a mule. I mean, most boats
That's
aren't
the important
really...
part. That is the most important part. A raft would do as well.
I can appreciate that, but most boats aren't really meant for animals. You might need more of a kind of like a little bit of a bar. Whoa, wait.
How about a raft?
Yeah, like a big raft
Barge.
might work. You want a barge. Where are you planning on going?
Are we gonna carry?
We have Jeffrey and us to help bring it to the thing. I don't know. It's only a day. Less than a day to get to the river.
Well, if you're gonna take a boat down the river, that can get pretty treacherous at times.
How wide is the river?
At its widest, maybe 50, 60 feet.
Are there waterfalls and rapids?
There's
Yeah,
no bridges.
There's a
It
few
just looks pretty
bridges.
flat.
There's some bridges here and there. You'll find not too many bridges. There's a couple. No waterfalls really. Some rapids. The water sometimes depending on, it can get
Is there any
shallow.
Okay. Is there any people who do travel the river that we could possibly talk to, or
Yeah,
even-
you've been buying gear. Uh, the they're really the only those brothers, the crazy bastards. They're the only two that really do that sort of thing. They've occasionally pay people to go up or down the river to go look for things, and sometimes people come back, sometimes they don't.
Oh.
This is all very
Is there to
helpful.
look around the bar? Is like, are they here now? They're probably in the inner city.
Now those two guys, they're outer city.
Okay. Are they at the bar?
Folks. They're not in the bar. No.
Oh damn. Varen's not willing to go out and look for him. He was hoping they were in the bar.
For the orc camp, do you have any idea how many there are?
No idea, but they're orcs, so probably a lot.
Hmm. Loaded for bear then, folks.
I'd make sure you're well stocked up though before you go do anything like that.
Why don't we? All right. I don't know.
Could sleep and prepare in the morning.
Yeah, just kind of getting kind of late.
I think we should just go to the river and find a bridge.
Just walk it.
Not gonna carry a boat for Jeffrey.
There's much less chance of all of us dying if we walk.
I think we just walk it, guys.
It's fine.
I just love
Saves
this
us-
idea of
saves us
Jeffrey in the
gold.
front of a boat.
Saves us gold as well.
Yeah, I was really just pitching the idea. You know.
What time is it, John?
Now it's dark out.
Hmm.
But we have. Well, and we
Set
just
out in the
traveled
morning
all
then?
day.
Set out in the morning and feel like I need to prove myself to you guys for you to trust me.
Fair enough.
They're like, yeah, that's about right.
The rule in this group: you have to save each other's life at least once. Then you're in. Until then, shall we go check out the rooms? Cross. I think we find there's plenty of space for you.
Appreciate it.
So you guys' plan is to rest for the night and then head out in the morning.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything anyone needs to do before we?
Trying to figure out this dynamic lighting.
Cross
Probably-
is really confused as you're just going into random rooms, but he trusted you solely, and his trust is slowly waning.
Dynamic lighting is new. That's really messing with me.
Yeah, I just got it. And I'm still figuring it out. So have fun. I'm surprised
He's
you guys.
now completely lost.
Are you able to go through walls, or are there just cracks in doors?
There's cracks in. No, there's cracks in walls too.
I need to figure that out. I know there's a way to prevent you guys from
here's a-
going through.
Here's a crack. Here's
That's
a crack.
So funny.
able to see where's the stairs.
Oh, here it is. Check this out. Bam. Now try to go through.
Oh, there we go.
But I will give you guys movement.
But now you
speed.
can't go through anything.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck in a storeroom.
Oh, that's great. Okay. All right. So
Cross gives up following.
blinks.
Don't follow me. I don't know where the hell I'm going now.
So you guys go to sleep that night, and in the morning, when you come down, Dredge says, "I asked around. The brothers said for 5 gold they'll get you across the river."
5 gold for all of us.
Yeah.
What about
Sounds good.
Jeffrey?
Yeah, they it's a flat bottom barge. They're just gonna essentially pull you across
Across the river or down the street?
across
the river.
across the river, right? Because my understanding is you need to get across the river and then you're gonna just follow it south, right? Your other option is if you don't want to like either travel and search for a bridge. Your other option is to go southeast around the lake, which would be an awful long detour. The brothers just a little south, a little southwest. They have close to the fork in the river. They can get you across over there. Not them themselves. There's be some people down there that'll get you across, but they said it'll cost you 5 gold.
Baron looks at the others and just kind of like doesn't look convinced. I think that's pricey.
I mean, I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just telling you what they told me.
He defers to Kaino and blinks.
I like finding my own way. I'm not parting with my gold.
Cross is not looking like he wants to give up his gold either.
Varen nods at Blinks' comment and in agreement.
I mean, it's up to you. You can talk to them. Maybe they'll do it for less. I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
Couldn't hurt to go talk to him.
Let's go talk. I think it doesn't fire for
Sorry.
3. I think we can do it.
Doesn't hurt to go talk to him. Worst case scenario, we can do it ourselves.
Alright. Is it morning now, or are we still going to bed?
Nope, it's morning. It's
All
bright.
right.
This would be very early in the morning too, since I assume you guys wanted an early start.
Yeah, let's go talk to him
And yeah, we'll just go
quickly so we
head
don't.
out. Does anyone need to get rations or anything?
It's a good point.
And if it's anything from the book, you know the deal. It's a 150% book cost, unless you're buying
So-
substandard stuff.
Varen will go to the
I have an order
brothers.
pocket. We can actually buy decent stuff up.
When they see you approach, or when you walk up, they say, "Ah, you got the 5 gold. We'll get you right across that river."
About the 5 gold. I understand logistics, and obviously, being a man of business, you understand logistics as well. So, what I am proposing to you is a slightly diminished, not diminished, that is not the correct word. The correct word would be, and he kind of rambles on a little bit. I'll totally do a persuasion check here. And I'm trying to talk him down.
Right.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Blaze just cuts in 3 gold. Come on.
All right.
14. He's like, yeah. What can work with me?
4
Like,
gold,
I want to work with
4
you.
gold, 5 silver. I think that's. I think my brother
That's-
and I can do that. Look, anything less,
Okay.
and we're taking a loss here. You know,
Honestly,
I have
alright.
a family to feed. He has a family to feed. Animals. We have things to take care of. You wouldn't want my wife to starve.
Absolutely not. I would not believe that would be even an option here, because you are a reputable businessman, and one little transaction like this should not make or break you. But
Okay,
what I
okay.
am saying, and then he just kind of goes in, he's like, so what I'm proposing here is, I understand that you, albeit in all your honor, are the middleman in this one. So your bottom line still has to pay them. And that means your bottom line is diminished. So therefore, what are you pulling out of this deal? And what can I give you that surmounts what is off? And like he just kind of tries to get another.
Did anyone else go with Varen, or was it just Varen who went to do this?
I'm with Varen.
Okay.
Kind of would go.
So they look over, and one of them glances at Kaino, and the other one kind of sniggers, and they say, "Well, how about this? 1 gold, you all get to go across. In exchange, when you guys come back from and they point at Kaino, his smithy. we get every fourth weapon for free.
Kaino's shaking his head at everybody, like his
No.
smith is worth way more than this. Kaino just hands the guy 5 gold.
5 gold it is.
Kaino, but then Kaino gives him a nod, like, "Oh man, that was a terrible roll." Like you probably should have just charged him 5 gold.
So they take the 5 gold and say, "All right, so just go to the fork, and there should be a gentleman there. He handles the barge, and he can take you. And I believe you have a mule. He can take that across too. Just hand him this, and they hand you it looks like a copper piece at first until you realize they've like defaced it to, and it just says it's just been scratched and they've put some markings on it. Just give him this, and he'll know that that's good for the lot of you."
Sure.
Very well. The haggling was fun, though.
You're pretty good at it. Pretty good.
What can I say? He kind of gives a undeserved bow.
And so you guys are going to make your way?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's
So-
go.
So you guys begin your march, and let me find the map. I have it here somewhere. There it is. So many maps, so little space. All right. All right. Hold on one moment. We're gonna say Bore's with you for the sake of when he eventually shows back up, but he won't be in any of your fights at the moment. You guys get the idea of what's happening here, I assume? I don't have a map with bigger water, so we will use this. Why don't you guys take a quick break while I...
Oh, I'm back.
Okay. No, it's alright. Just trying to... get all this set up.
It's a quality map. Oh, I know this map.
So does Cross have any noticeable markings on his armor or anything?
No, actually. He does have yellow accents, but that's it. It looks also like armor that you would have picked up on this island.
Hmm.
So he didn't come with this armor.
Yeah, Kaino's armor does not look like what it does in his picture.
But he would have his hood would be made up of a yellowish color, as yellow as you could get it.
Haha. Here we go. That'll work.
Damn. No, that's a river.
Full
River.
immersion achieved.
Oh, yeah.
I go for 100% accuracy, guys.
This is like photorealism.
Yeah.
Hyper realistic. Full HD. Now in 4K. Oh.
Which, by the way, I just got a 4K TV. Oh my god.
I don't even know.
Those things are impressive.
I hope they would be.
4K TV. What kind of spell is that?
It was a gift. Alright.
It was a gift. That explains a lot.
I can't afford a 4K TV. Alright, so here's a
I
raft.
can't either.
So as you guys,
That's a small raft.
We're all fitting on that raft.
I never said he'd take you all over in one shot. So as you guys approach
The
there-
draft, we realized that that was just our perception from standing way the hell over there, and actually as we get closer, it's not so small.
Oh, yeah.
everyone give me a perception check. This is as you're approaching this. You see the raft. You can see it tied up. You're coming at a bit. You guys actually crest a small little hill, so you actually see it coming down. You guys are so perception-y.
Yeah, we suck.
Let's
That is a
see.
very average roll, my friend.
Yeah.
That is dead average.
You guys notice nothing.
Okay, so Sub-Zero's hiding somewhere. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
There's the torch.
Oh god.
It's still there.
It's everywhere. Let's see. Go
Sorry.
here. Get rid of that. All right. So as you got you get here and you get
Oh,
to
shit.
the
Kaido killing it.
Kaino sees nothing. You
fuck.
get to where you guys are now, and you see that, and you don't see anyone. And then all of a sudden, from behind you, you hear a voice that says, "Can I help you?" And this is who you see.
Oh, shit.
So this is Sub-Zero's like gothic
It's his cousin.
son.
It's his cousin.
I feel like this is like his son in his goth phase.
See, he has a mask.
This is his
Not
son.
that uncommon.
This is his cousin, air conditioned.
Fair
And
enough.
he says, "You seem to like my raft."
We were.
Dang it. Who has the token? I'm gonna give it to him. Before he-
Theron walks over with the token. And
Yeah.
hands it
I
over.
didn't know if they took it or not.
Can you? Yeah. And did the brothers send you?
More or less.
Yes.
You have a chit?
Beg pardon?
You got a
I
chat.
A
literally
chit,
didn't hear.
a coin, a token, something they give to those who are allowed to cross on their raft.
He produces the coin from a pouch.
And he holds out his hand.
He walks over.
And he says, "It's always so much more fun when people don't have these. Oh well. I can't take you all in one trip. It'll take several trips. Who'd like to go first?"
Yeah, sure. I'll go off. Would Jeffrey like to come with me?
So the child and the ass. Excellent.
Hey,
Theron
remember that
kind of
remark.
defensively says, I'll stick with Jeffrey.
Okay, I can take the animal and one of you. Preferably not one of the larger ones.
Well,
And
I'll go with Jeffrey. Let's go across.
Jeffrey. Oh, let's.
I'm along, Jeffrey. I'll be nice to him right now.
like, he's like, Farron gives you like too much food for like the short trip.
The apple will be fine. I don't need the 10 pounds. Thank you.
But
So
okay.
as soon as Blinks and Jeffrey get on, he just kind of pulls off, and so you're floating across, and he says to you, Blinks, he says, "I see you have a dagger there.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
It's not bad."
I see you have a few as well. Hmm.
He says they serve their purposes, and it kind of slides up onto the shore a little bit, and he says, "If you'd remove the animal, I'll go get your friends."
Okay. I think I'll have to rely on somebody else to move. I can't select it. Thank you.
He pulls his way back. If you don't mind being a little close, I can take the rest of you. So what do they have you collecting today?
Axes.
Ah, not much use for them myself. Too imprecise. It's hard to slit a throat with an axe. I'll be here on your return.
Are you going to carry us back across then if we don't have the shit?
That's the chit covers both ways.
I see. Is there anything we can bring you for your services in addition to the shit?
I'm well compensated for what I do.
Well, if I see any fancy daggers, I'll be sure to pick up one for you.
He
Six.
just he smiles at Blinks.
Farron actually doubles back and he's like, "Are they? They're probably not paying you." And he hands him over a gold.
He just like he holds it in his hand as you walk away, and he just kind of looks at you. And he says, yes. And then he just pushes away from the shore and goes back to the other side. And then you see him kind of just hop off the raft, and he just kind of disappears, but not like magically disappears.
He
just runs away.
So you guys are now on the other side of the river, and if we look at, I'm assuming you should all have access to that super hyper realistic map. Everything is shaped exactly like that. The river is crazy. So you guys would be on the west side of the south flowing river.
Okay. At the very top of the branch, right?
Yeah, so like right where there's the split, you're like it's kind of a bit of a knot right there. You're to the west of that.
Okay, so we're just gonna travel south along the river-ish.
Yes. And Dredge, like when you guys were looking at the map, he told you, you're looking at it's mostly kind of some light forest, grassland kind of stuff. As you start getting further south, though, it's gonna get swampier. It not like full on swamps, but it's the humidity's gonna go up. The ground gets a bit soggy. It's, it is what it is. I've totally not been looking for maps all this time. So, you guys head south. by the time you get across the river, it's approaching dusk. So now might be the time to consider a campsite, unless you guys would like to push on further. But you probably only have another hour, hour and a half of light left.
Probably just spend the hour trying to find a good place to rest.
Okay, so why doesn't I assume you guys are working in concert with each other, so go ahead and one of you can figure it out, gets to make an
Probably just do
advantage.
it.
He's still not feeling good. He's not.
Survival.
Yeah. Yeah. Survival check from one of you with advantage.
I'll do it. I have good.
You get disadvantage. So you find a nice spot. You have a bit of cover from the elements, but you're not surrounded by trees or anything and stuff creeping up on you. Let's get you guys a map for that. Yeah, this will work. I wanted to use that later.
Baron will play his
We'll use
Song
this.
of Rest.
Oh,
That's
Or
it.
Song of Rest. I got that right.
For the sake of this, guys, you don't see a ring. That's just grass and dirt. And you are down towards the bottom right. The river is in that direction. You guys came up a bit this way to get away. There's a lot of bugs along the riverbank, so you guys moved a little bit inland, but not much. And you found this spot to camp.
Baron has a extra bedroll if Cross needs it. I don't know if he had all that fun stuff, but it's hanging off Jeffrey, and he kind of offers that to Cross.
I got myself a tent. I'm gonna set my tent up over here. I presume we're staying here for the night, so of course my trap needs to go up.
There's your tent, Blinks.
Thank you.
He's just a halfling. He only needed that first one.
I think, yeah, actually that would be a very large tent, just as a general rule. So you guys are camped here for the night. Are you guys doing watches?
Of course.
All right.
I got good night vision. I'll take the middle watch, I suppose.
Who's gonna take first watch?
Baron will.
So Varen, who's gonna take second watch?
Kind of will take second watch.
Kaino, then Blinks, because he said he'd be somewhere in the middle, and then last Cross. Are
Cross.
you gonna?
Yep, Cross can take last. That's fine.
All right. So there we go. That's our watch order. Everyone, give me a D100 roll. Bueno. Oh. Oh, okay. No.
That's bad.
There we go.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, there. That's unlucky.
And Cross murders you all. So you guys go through the night. Nothing happens. So we are on the next day. So you continue your traveling south along the river.
Yeah, kind of will try and look for orc tracks, but it's not exactly his thing.
Right. Go ahead and do a. You can do. You're not like super familiar with orcs or tracking them, so you can get a disadvantage survival. Oh, okay. You
I'm like, there's footsteps right there.
yeah, you can tell that the area definitely has orc traffic. You're unable to determine where they're necessarily. They're just tracks in all directions.
Can does Kaino point this out?
Yeah.
Varen might not notice the tracks, or may just notice tracks. But he'll gesture over to Bori and he's like, "Bori, you're like an expert on this, aren't you? This is like your thing."
Yeah. I'm an expert on everything.
You take a look at these tracks for us.
Yeah. Can you? You're like
He
the
said,
hunter
"Look,"
class or something. I don't know if
No,
that's a thing.
Use
He
the
goes-
ranger.
he goes, okay, let me take a look. Okay, wait, okay, I'll take a look. Okay, okay. Oh, my stomach.
Like
That's-
he's here.
Let's see, definitely orc. A lot of orcs. 20, 30 orcs, but it's appear to they've tromped all through here, all over the place. There's definitely orcs around. We should be on our guard, but I
Is
can't
it
tell.
fresh?
These looks like they might be a few days, maybe a week.
Alright.
So, on this day, you guys would reach, if you look at the map, just kind of the edge of the beginning of the marshy territory, and you guys can tell that the humidity begins to climb as you progress further south, and for those of you in like heavier armor, and especially for Cross, it's very unpleasant, and and for everyone else, you get lots of there's like swarms of midges and mosquitoes.
Okay.
You were gonna say
Let's
something,
see.
Baron?
I want to double check. Before I put my foot in my mouth.
So, you guys are able to make it into what amounts to that kind of first marshy square on day 2. So now in 5e, you are able to technically sleep and all that kind of stuff with armor. You know, you don't get like, you can still sleep and all that, and that's fine. With the heat and humidity, those of you who normally wear heavy armor, if you wear it through the whole night, you have to make a con check, DC 10. And as long as you make that, fine, you get your long rest. If you don't make your con check, you do not get your long rest. Unless you take your armor off at night.
You just off it.
So that I'm just throwing that out there. So now we are at night 2. You guys have been, Bore's been keeping on tracks in between bouts of vomiting. And, he's telling you the same thing. If anything, it looks like there's fresher tracks and more of them than before. But he can't quite tell the numbers. There's just too much foot traffic in all directions. So the tracks
Varen will
can't
mutter a
take each other
healing
out.
word to him.
He says,
Just,
it feels a bit better, but I think I have dwarven Spanish flu.
What the hell is Spanish?
It's a
That's one of
dwarven
the-
ailment.
Yeah, didn't you know that? Like, that's actually one of the mountains.
Yeah, it's an old thing. It wiped out a lot of us a long time ago.
I read it in a, well,
Well, you'd know.
Baron trails off.
Is that a disease or a poison?
It's not so much. Well, look.
It's more of a plague,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. It's kind of hard to explain.
Technically,
It's a soul infection.
Yeah, it's different than the normal types of diseases and things you're used to.
I think I'm having a reaction
Yeah,
to your bullshit.
I was having a reaction to your lay on hands. It doesn't work on me. It doesn't work on me
it has
until I
something to do
return.
with a loss of your subconscious, and it's like somebody else takes over your body.
Look, it's dwarf menopause. I didn't want to talk about it. No, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. So night number 2. We're gonna. Let's see. Where did I put it? Oh my God, it's like so similar. Let's go ahead and get that survival roll for finding a campsite again. Not as good, but not. Oh, but you had advantage because you're working together. So 22. Okay, good. I'm going to assume the same watch order.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
let's go ahead and everyone D100. You feel like you may be in a more dangerous territory. Kind of. Yeah, three is very good for the orcs. Kaino, roll me a D6, would you?
The point is that we thin out the orc numbers.
That's
before
right.
we-
Honestly, it is.
All right. So.
Of course. So you.
All right. So, because I don't want you guys to see what I'm doing.
You
for
encounter a
moment.
bunch of orc hunting, rabid.
Cantaloupe.
You get to go here for a minute. While
I
I,
can't think. Of,
while I
maybe
set
here.
things up.
We're back. Kinda. When did you learn how to teleport? Damn it.
Varen's having dreams of chests like getting slaughtered by Kaino and Cross, and just gold pouring out of them and showering everybody.
One
You
play
got-
each, isn't it?
While I'm setting this up, you guys can either RP with each other or you can take a break or what you need to do, but I need a few minutes.
You're fine. Yeah. Varen's asleep.
Ross, how did you end up coming here? I assume you're from somewhere else other than the island.
Well, even though I've told you this before, you must have forgotten.
I must have this.
I am looking for somebody. I believe that he's in the inner city. Inside the city? I don't know what you said.
Inner city.
Inner city,
Inner-
yeah.
Inner city. And took a long time to track him down, and wasn't the easiest route to get here.
I can understand that.
Uh,
What
my
do you want
sh-
with this-
My ship actually just crash landed here, and I had to end up wandering into the city. Been fighting as a mercenary to try and get into the city to see to finish a job.
Finish the job. That doesn't sound very pleasant, but I won't pry any further then, I suppose. Don't want to know too much in case someone.
You will. So you also missed this. You will notice that his eyes are pure silver. Whether it be color, it's actually silver.
What are you? Just because. That's awesome. Well,
Did you ask him that? Or what?
yeah, I'm asking, what are you? Are you human?
Yes,
All human or part human?
I'm human.
Well, you'll notice that I'm very direct. What's with the eyes? Where'd you get the silver ones from?
Part of the reason why I'm here,
Oh, did
Right.
they do that to you? Mhm.
trying to figure it out.
Can you see? Can you see how many fingers I'm holding up?
2.
That's very good. Well, in that case, all right. Well, at least you're not blind. That makes you an asset rather than a hindrance. So, you have the day pass now. Is that going to be enough time?
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I actually don't know where he is in the city. I just know he's there. It might take more than the 24 hours allotted.
I'm surprised you didn't just take the pass we gave you and complete your mission.
Well, I don't know if I am strong enough either at the moment. I might need help. So, you guys seem like the best bet to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Blinks like nudges kind of says, "We're the best bet." That's
I was muted. Okay, so go ahead and set yourselves up in this kind of area right here. However you would want to be. And if you guys want, I can move that fireplace.
I'll say if it's hot, I am not being by this fire.
Yeah. The one good thing about the fire is the smoke helps drive off some of the bugs, which are merciless out here.
Baron is actually like standing over the fire and like letting the smoke go through him because he's like, this is how we take baths down in the city. This is very, very sanitary. And he kind of just like worked. He kind of even takes off his shirt and like does the whole thing.
Is that why life expectancy is only 32?
Hey, half elf.
Okay, so this will be on
56.
This will be on Kaino's watch. So just put. There we go.
Wait, you taking me out of my tent?
No, I was just making it so you were in front of the tent.
I see. Okay. My trap is back up again.
Okay, so Cross and Varen, are you guys where you want to be?
Mhm.
All right. So you are sleepy.
yeah.
Oh.
And sleepy. And Jeffrey sleepy. So Kaino, you are awake. And go ahead and give me a perception roll. It does not have to be all that great. Had to be
6.
greater than that, though.
How great.
Greater than that. So, let's see here then. In that case... Yeah. 30 and 20. Alright, so Blinks is in a tent, the rest of you are in the open. What's the range? 20. Okay, good. Kaino, so I assume you're kind of like walking around, just kind of keeping the blood flowing, staying awake. When you all of a sudden hear, and then let's see, we're gonna at disadvantage. You are going to. It's not giving me the option. All right, here we go. These are all at disadvantage. Any of those hit at disadvantage?
To Kaino?
To Kaino.
No,
Jesus!
Jesus Christ.
I
No,
don't
no.
think he got hit though.
They all of a sudden, like, Kaino's just
well,
chilling.
I mean, they hit. They just don't like break my armor class.
Right,
So,
right.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaino, you're sitting there, or you're just kind of like strolling. All of a sudden, you just from low scrubs, you see these figures just kind of, or you don't see, because it's dark. So I don't have dynamic lighting on. I'm not going to, but you definitely notice when all these javelins just start falling all around you. One almost nails Varen in the head, and we are on initiative. The rest of you can also all make perception checks at disadvantage. Good job, Kaino. Blinks, you wake up.
Yay.
Varen and Cross, you are still asleep. And then I need to add a few things.
Jesus Christ.
Right. So just 2 6s, a 7, and an 11.
What about Bora?
He's out for
He's
the
got the
count.
dwarf plague, remember?
He's got the dwarf Spanish flu, man. He's out.
He's got, yeah. He's got the soul plague.
All right. Let me sort that. All right. Well, when that first happened, let's see, it blinks. Well, no one can see. Okay, but I'm gonna make them visible anyways for my sake. You know the general direction of the ones that attacked Kaino. You were just unable to see them at this point.
Hmm.
And Cross. Okay, Cross, you are asleep. Go ahead and make for your turn. You can make a perception check, just a regular one. You wake up. You hear the commotion. You have your movement.
I will stand up.
Does he say anything?
Do I have bonus action?
Yeah. The perception check. You have everything. Your perception was at the beginning of your turn. Sorry.
I guess so. Do I have my action?
You have everything. You have your action, bonus
Okay.
action, movement. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
My mistake there.
That's fine. I'll tell everybody to wake up. They're on us.
You have 60
And-
feet, so you can see... Oh, you can also see them. Oops, wrong button.
And how dark is it?
I mean, it's dark out. It's nighttime.
I will, as my action, I will light up my
Light?
polearm. Sorry,
Okay.
you have to cast it on something. I will light up my polearm.
Okay. So you are now emitting light.
Mhm.
So cool. So there's now a 20-foot radius light from Cross. So yeah.
And I will actually. That is going to be it. That was an action. Darn. All right, never mind. That's fine.
Varen. Oh, sorry. Did you have
Nope,
more?
nope. That's
Okay.
it.
Varen, you get your free perception roll.
Okay.
Normal one.
Can I get it at advantage because he yelled?
Yes.
Thank you. Perception.
You are awake and have your turn.
Beautiful. Alright.
So half your movement to stand up. Now, for Cross, Kaino, you guys wearing your armor? Did you?
Oh yes, I was.
Okay, so you had it. So we'll do your check later. I assume Kaino's wearing it because he's on watch.
Yeah.
So.
He made his check for last night. I don't know if I was supposed to make one for last night.
Oh, okay. Not last night because it wasn't the humidity that you have now.
I
Okay,
didn't know if we were in here yet. We could carry over.
gotcha. Okay, Varen, sorry about that. You're
You're
up.
good. You're good. Still needed to figure out what I was doing anyway. I will. Does that work for fair? Yeah.
You can see all those if you don't have night
I
vision.
do. I have dark vision, so.
Oh, okay.
Just totally forgot this one.
It's so weird because I don't have like these spells in my spell list because they're attached to a weapon, so I have to look them up every time. Sure, this is what I think it is. Yes. Fairy fighter on this first orc to our left.
You're talking right there. All right, and that's a cube, 20-foot cube.
20-foot cube.
All right, so
But
you're
he is my target, so it's going to be on him. So if he moves,
gonna... Blinks has to roll too.
I have to roll what?
20 feet.
oh shit, you're right.
So, and it's a what check is it?
Dexterity.
All right, so Blinks, you get a
And
when
it's,
you're you're
15.
is it disadvantage when you're prone?
Doesn't say that.
Okay, then you
Side of 10. Does that help at all?
go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. So I'm gonna make it for these four.
Regular one or
Just-
disadvantage?
Just regular. Alright, so 2 failed. So Blinks is also fairy fired. So, so you got fairy fire, and then fairy fire, and then Blinks. It's fairy fired.
All right then.
And
Attention.
although no one notices it at the moment because he's still in the tent.
He's glowing now.
Yeah.
Awake. I'm
Uh,
awake now.
Message. No, that's an action.
Anything else for Varen?
that is all. He will. Well, that's all he can do for his action. I guess he'll move up a little bit. Yeah. Yell at Blinks to get up.
All right. So, stepping out from behind a tree comes a larger, meaner looking orc. Bring them alive. And he is going to. He walks up a bit more. Yeah. Yep. So all these orcs will have advantage on attack rolls until the start of the war chief's next turn. And make one attack as a bonus action. He's going to chuck a spear at. Who was the last person to speak? Varen?
Yeah, I probably was rousing Blinks, so.
So he will take a disadvantaged spear chuck at you.
Okay.
18.
18. I have a bonus action. Can I use a reaction?
Yeah, you can use your reaction.
Okay, I'm going to shield, and that will not hit me.
And that is the war chief's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, group 4. This is the non-advantaged group. So
Oops, sorry. I did that twice.
they can reach everywhere. So this orc is going to charge Varen. This one will charge Cross. Kaino. Cross gets a second one. All right, Varen.
When the first one came into range, I'm gonna hit it. Attack it.
Okay. Did you have a declared action?
Nope, it's a reaction.
You used your reaction for shield. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking of
I
Varen.
used my
Sorry.
reaction for shield.
Yes. You definitely hit. So you're hitting the one at the top. He
Yeah,
takes-
whatever one came in range first.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay, Varen. This one, this orc, he's gonna get you with a 10.
Oh my god, this is the best forge ever.
I like to think that Varen just kind of strums, and then it just, like, the blade just kind of bounces off the sonic wave.
Kaino's just seeing gold. Cross, you get 2 great axes coming down to sever your head.
Oh shit.
Does the 14 hit, by the way?
Nope.
No, but that nat 20 does.
Yep.
For 14 slashing damage.
Ouch.
You guys don't know this in character. Out of character, they, like I said, they are trying to cake you alive, so that's comforting. And Kaino, here is another nat 20. I can just feel it. Or 10. Or 10.
Nope.
All right. So that's the end of that. Group 3. So. Yeah. Can they all reach everywhere? They couldn't technically reach. Okay. These two, actually, this one is going to come right down here. This one is going to go here. He has a declared action. They will charge and charge. So, Cross, you were getting 2 swings at advantage, and Varen, you were also taking 1 swing at advantage. So we'll do Cross first. 20.
Yep.
For 15. Yowzers.
Max
And
damage.
Varen, advantage 21. Oh, your shield's still up.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's a
Shield lasts for the entire round.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
so 21. What's it coming at? There's 3 attacks coming at him.
Just one for Varen. It's just the 21
Okay. Yeah, that one goes through.
for 10 slashing. All right. Blinks, you're awake, and you know there's crazy shit going on outside. You're also glowing.
Also glowing. Why am I glowing? What did you people do to me while I'm asleep?
Oh, Varen, can you give me a concentration check for fairy fire?
What? What race
Absolutely.
is Blinks?
Blinks is a gnome.
Don't you have advantage against that kind of thing?
Does he?
Is that right? Don't.
Magical,
Advantage
whatever.
against Magic saving throws. That makes
Roll
sense.
another deck save then, just to see if you last time. You
Oh
did
no,
it.
it's only intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Oh, that's a shame.
Sorry about
No.
So it takes half your movement to stand up.
I'm up.
And you hear the sounds of battle raging outside.
Okay, I'm gonna duck and roll out the front of my tent.
And as soon as you make an appearance, that orc was waiting for you. Does it 20
Yes.
hit you?
Holy shit! Yes, of course it does.
9 slashing.
Oh man,
Man, you got all these puny orcs hitting you.
apparently so. But I don't stop there because I knew that was going to happen. I'm going to duck behind my tent.
Are you bonus action disengaging?
Yes.
Okay, because otherwise you'll take 2 attacks of opportunity.
Right. So let's see. Who do I want to shoot? I'm going to take a shot at the one right in front of Varen. Varen? Yeah, Varen. And I think I only have 1 action left, so I'll take 1 shot with my bow.
Yeah.
Short bow.
With your bow? Okay.
Yeah.
So you hit,
I hit.
and you can add your sneak attack.
Alright, so that is 11.
You sink an arrow into its shoulder, but it's still got some fight left. Anything else for Blinks?
Damn, I'm using my bonus action. I'm going to try to hide, but it's too late now, so never mind.
All right.
Is Blinks a level 5 rogue?
He is.
So there's another sneak attack die that needs to be rolled.
Oh, has he not updated? Yeah, you should be at
Yeah, you should have
3d6.
3d6.
What?
Yeah.
Every odd level, you get an extra d6 on your sneak attack.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So go ahead and just roll 1d6.
Yeah,
Just
Rogues can make every weapon cool.
Yes. You end up doing
'Cause their
massive
sneak attack
damage.
is- Yeah, your sneak attack is where the damage is, so you could take a frickin' dart and stab someone right in the kidney.
And
Oh, and he maxed it out.
yeah, which is more than he needed to kill it. So that
Sweet.
one, that orc, the arrow sinks through and finds its heart, and it goes down.
Okay.
Then I will need to.
So just
Daniel,
go
help me.
into, yeah, you can just go into where your sneak attack, where you normally click it. There's a little cogwheel. Click it and change it to
Yep.
3d6.
Instead of,
Okay, so group 1 of the orcs, nothing
Yeah.
happens. Group 2, they are going to. He's in range. That's a okay. So these 2 orcs up here are going to throw. Wait, Blink's in range. Yeah, one
He's
advan-
technically behind a tent, so
Oh yeah.
because he's a halfling, right? or gnome?
Gnome.
Maybe some small cover, like half cover.
Yeah. So Blinks, you're gonna get a plus 4 to your AC for this attack. So one advantaged shot at one advantaged javelin at Blinks. What's your
Nope.
AC? No, okay.
It's 15. now,
one
plus
ad-
4.
One advantaged javelin at Varen.
17 doesn't get there.
17 doesn't get there, and then since they have advantaged, one's going to take a shot at Cross, and the other is going to take a shot at Kaino. These are normal.
Can I realize I've used my reaction and all this,
Mhm,
but can I kind of get myself in the way of the one that goes for cross?
No, you would need like the there's like the
Just-
feet. I think it's was it shield the
Mhm.
shield master
Okay.
or
Does
whatever.
anyone
Yeah.
have an inspiration?
Yeah. So unless you guys have used it, all of you, including Cross, you do have an inspiration.
I
You're-
think I. Oh, sorry.
And the rest of you, unless you've used yours, you like I said, you've all I started you all with an inspiration, and I think last session Varen got one.
Yeah.
So you can use again inspirations can be used to make me re-roll something, to make someone else re-roll.
Okay.
So they
I want to use my inspiration to make you re-roll the attack on Cross.
okay. So I'll do that right now. I'm just gonna roll a d20 and add the
Take
modifier.
off my inspiration.
So this is 22.
Still hits.
And
All
then
right.
on top of that,
Uh-huh.
I will cutting words it.
Okay.
Oh no, I need a bonus action. I apologize. I can't do that.
Gotcha. Okay, so this first one is going to be
Damn it.
damage for Kaino, 9, and Cross, 6.
Not one.
Whoa! And Kaino, you are up.
Kaino is going to cast Hold Person twinned on the Orc War Chief
Ooh.
and this buddy.
And which one? Oh, the one right next to you. Okay. So what is
Yeah.
my roll for that?
It is a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, this is for the regular orc. He fails.
15.
Wisdom for the war chief. Almost. But you got the orc next to you. He ain't going anywhere.
This War Chief. These War Chiefs with their plus Wisdom. Well, Kaino is going to come over here and he will quicken a Booming Blade. Or he will twin a Booming Blade. No, I can't because I can't use an action. I can't do both.
Dun, dun,
Dang it.
dun.
Well, I have a bonus action and nothing to do with it. So I will
Killing word.
not do anything with it. Stand right here. And then my turn.
Cross. You weathered it like a champ.
I know. I am going to. That was a big attack. He feels like that was ridiculous, but he is going to focus inward on himself and use his action and lay hands on and dump everything into himself.
Oh.
So
20 HP. Just poof. So Cross buffs himself up. Bonus action?
I needed to attack to use my other bonus action, unfortunately.
Ah.
So he is going to. Well, hold on one sec. Is this a bonus action? It is. Oh, he's going to be done.
Okay.
He's going to prepare himself for the oncoming slot.
All right, Varen. They haven't attacked Jeffrey yet, so you're not really angry.
Oh, I'm still kind of pissed from the last time. I will. So, for the cone,
Mm-hmm.
would you say that? Like, I'm gonna draw some lines.
You could
This-
not hit Cross, and you could hit 4 of the 4 orcs.
Right.
Yes.
I take it back. I actually want to use that bonus action for shield.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
All right.
You can do it as a reaction.
It's a bonus action.
Shield of Faith
He's
is
talking
a.
about Shield of
Oh,
Faith.
Shield of
It's a
Faith.
bonus.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
Different spells.
I completely agree. I needed to do that. So
Yeah.
I always forget it's a bonus action. Yeah, I kind of said that.
You can
but,
do
like, so
that-
I was like,
yeah.
I don't know if he hasn't prepared, but
You can do lay on hands.
I
and
actually
Shield
have
of
it
Faith.
prepared.
Yeah, so you
yeah,
do both.
I love that it's a bonus action. I always forget.
Thank you.
All right,
So-
Varen.
I
So
haven't,
you
played, I
get
haven't played a paladin yet, so
oh, they're fun. You totally get to hit those 4 orcs and miss
Okay.
Cross.
I want to hit this with a level 2.
Whoa! Okay, so con save. So I got 4 con saves to make. What's your so none of them make it.
15.
So they 15.
They all get
damage.
pushed back 10 feet.
All right. Well, this one
And
just
take-
dies.
yeah.
Bloop.
And I just kind of like, and just like the fucking sonic wave blasts off, and these guys get pushed back and shit.
How many feet do they get knocked back?
10 feet.
10 feet. All right. Boof. Nice hit by Varen. Anything else for Varen?
I believe that's it.
You gonna move or?
Varen will. Actually, he's pretty satisfied with himself on that move, and I think he's just lost track that there's still a bunch of other things going on. So he'd feel like he won the battle with that one move.
Cool.
So he just stays still. You're like, yeah, look at that. Look what I did.
Orc
Hey,
War
Kaino,
Chief
I got
starts to
better at
step
it.
Forward, and he says, "That one has some bite." And he throws 2 spears at Varen.
Okay. Go ahead.
21 and 25.
Okay, I will cast shield as my reaction, and due to its lovely effect of taking no missile damage, I will just take no damage.
No, it's only from magic missile.
Magic missile.
Magic missile.
Yes, yes.
Damn it. Fuck.
So does the first one get blocked, but the second one sneaks through?
Well, in that case, I thought that it had that ability, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
the only reason I cast it. So I'm
you-
gonna
We'll
redact
retcon
that and say
Yeah.
that I just take 2 to the fucking chest,
Okay.
like Boromir.
That's only 10. Ignore the 13.
Okay, I was like, what?
So you take 20. You take 22 total.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I do anything in response to that?
And
What range is that? Oh, okay. I use
Mhm.
my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke,
ooh, fancy.
and yeah, at that fucking war chief, buddy.
I like it. I like it.
And I do that at level 3.
Ooh.
Level 2. I apologize.
Hit me.
Is it somewhere? Where did I do it? I thought I did it.
Not yet. You cast shield again.
Oh, my bad. Is that it? Said it was doing it. Lied. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I apologize.
Is that alright? Do I make a save or is it an attack roll?
And it
Yeah,
just
it's not
hits
like-
you.
It just hits.
It's a
Okay.
dex save.
It just hits because you hit him.
Okay.
It's a dex save.
It's
okay.
not really doing the thing for me, so I'm gonna just roll my damage like the hard way.
He failed his dex save, so he'll take the full damage.
Do I get a modifier on this? Yeah, probably.
It's just 2d10.
Well, I'm casting at level 2, so it's 3.
3d10.
3d10.
Oops, wrong
It's
button.
20 damage.
Nice. Alright, so...
As I take 23, 22, what was it?
22 total.
Okay.
Oh, a challenge. Maybe I'll kill that one. And that's it for the boss. Group 4. Alright, so one of them is held person by Kaino. One is dead.
Wait, wasn't he held person?
Not the war
No.
chief.
Not the
Oh,
war
okay,
chief.
gotcha.
Yeah. So, Cross, you get one orc swinging at you, no longer with advantage.
This one?
20?
Yes.
6 slashing. And
It's ridiculous.
that's the only one from that group alive. Group 3 is the 3 that Varen blasted. And let's see if they break and run. 2 of them are like, fuck this, and they run 30 feet Actually, they sprint away. But this one, he just stands there. He doesn't go forward. He's not wanting to get close to Varen. Blinks.
Okay, I really don't like this.
Oh,
war
Varen, you got hit how many times last time?
Twice.
Roll me 2
Twice.
Constitution checks.
I already had failed. The
Oh, you
fairy
had.
fire.
Okay, okay.
So, yeah. If you want me to do, I will absolutely.
No, you're good. You're good. All right, Blinks, what you doing? What you got?
All right, I'm gonna pop out from behind the tent and take 2 quick shots at the war chief with my expo. First one's at advantage. Second one is not.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
So,
And you can use sneak attack on that one because you had advantage.
okay.
Yikes.
And then I got one more coming at him. If he survives, yeah, he just survives. Yeah.
That hits. For another 8.
Nice.
Jeez. Fucking gnomes. And anything else for Blinks?
Let's see. I have my cunning action still, don't I?
That's for if you're like you used your bonus action. You have movement left. That's about it.
Just movement. Okay. Well, I still think I should get the hell out of here, judging by how much Varen's blasting shit around. I'm gonna move over here.
Yeah, when the bard goes supernova, you know it's time to boogie.
All right. So we will go on to G1. Good. Group 2. They are our artillery. Yep. So let's see. They are going to.
Such precision.
They've trained for this.
That's precision like orcs have never seen before.
Actually, this guy would have stayed back. They would have come down this way. All right. So we got a javelin for Blinks. 1 for Varen, 1 for Kaino, and 1 for Cross. All normal. So, Blinks, Varen, Cross, Kaino. So Blinks, 15.
Minus 15.
Okay, so you take 5 piercing. Varen, 19.
Varen takes it just like Boromir taking the third arrow in Lord of the Rings.
Take 8 damage.
Must protect the gnome. And just goes out.
Cross, I'm assuming a 23 hits
Yes.
for 7.
You haven't missed me yet.
I know, it's...
This is ridiculous.
Kaino, does a 17 hit?
It does.
Does, finally. Alright, 5. And... Kaino, that brings us to you. No, that orc is now free.
Dino is going to step up here, and he will twin booming blade. Let me try and thin these guys, and he's gonna hit this orc and this orc. This orc,
Alright,
actually. These two.
the 2 at the corners, okay.
Yep.
So first the one, we'll do this one first. That's definitely a hit. For 8
And
damage.
I will smite.
For another...
Oh, ignore that. Sorry, I always forget to uncheck it every time.
Ah.
So it's altogether 11 damage. And then he's got a booming blade around, like the booming sheath.
If he moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he's gonna attack this guy with the second attack.
That
17.
hits. Yep.
What do we do on for 12 and again.
12. These orcs are pissed. Alright, anything else for Kaino?
bonus action, so no.
Okay. Cross.
I am going to.
Oh, Cross, when you got hit, can you give me a Constitution saving throw for your Shield of Faith?
It's not concentration.
Oh, nice.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Oh, just kidding. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
You're good.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I am going
Oh,
to.
jokes. Kaino's gonna cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action.
Cool. Yeah, totally fine. Kind of forgets he is a paladin once. So what's Cross got? Come on, Cross, just finish him off. It's easy.
Well, Cross is going to attack the orc to his right.
Okay. That's a
17.
hit.
8, and then he's going to bonus hit the orc to the north, and with his bonus action.
Don't do it. I'm friendly. Blah!
Holy shit.
Well, he'll take the damage. You actually have a crit table?
I do not.
Okay, that's
So,
fine.
Oh, yeah, I just say that. I get used to it.
Force of habit, yeah.
Yeah. All right, and that's gonna be his turn. He's ready.
All right. Varen, death saving throw.
Oh, this is so exciting. How is it? It's okay.
All right, so one success for Varen. Let's see, the boss. Kaino's kind of a dick. It's got to stop.
I attack him. That's my reaction.
Okay.
16.
Yep. Wait. Yes, you just hit. Nice hit. He kind of stumbles as he approaches Kaino, and he is going to swing at you, Kaino, for 12. That's all right. So he misses, and he brings the axe around again. This time he's going to chop off your leg just above the knee. Almost. Just so close. Group 4 is... Let's see, that's... We got the... Oh yeah, he's finally free. Yeah. Hi, Blinks. And there's one next to Cross. Okay, so Blinks and... Yeah, those are group 4. Okay. So, Blinks... This is for you. Nope. Cross. Oh, he dropped it. Let's see. Hold on. He definitely.
Trembling in fear.
He swings at you, and his weapon goes flying out of his hand, and he falls over. 3.
Told you these were finely crafted weapons. They're winning us the battle.
This one steps forward from the last of his group,
Oh,
and
Booming bladed.
yeah,
6 damage.
and blah,
Don't do it.
Blinks.
Alright. Let's see what kind of damage can be. Falls over. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to... I don't know. I like taking pot shots. I'm going to go over here, disengage.
Bonus action, disengage. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're behind the tent, so your line of sight is going to be blocked. If you-
Yeah.
So
No,
you
I'm
can.
going,
Yeah.
going for...
You'll be at disadvantage because he's prone.
He's prone.
Yes.
Already
He
is
fell,
prone.
he fell down.
Alright.
You can still take another step forward and try to get that warp cord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can.
Because
You can move right here, and then you'd have a clear shot.
I can move pretty far still. So
Yeah.
over here still. So clear line of sight. I'm take a good shot at them.
So shot at the war chief.
War chief.
All right.
Which
No
one?
more advantage, but you have your shot. You miss.
Ah, unfortunate.
And that is
Fine.
it would have been nice. Group 1 disappear. Group 2. All right. So he steps forward. Go ahead and hit me, Kaino.
Oh, yep.
Boof. And then yeah. And so this one is going to chuck a spear or javelin at Kaino. 21
Hits.
for 9. And then the orc in front of you will not hit you this round. That's what I meant to happen. Alright, Kaino.
Kaino is going to lift his halberd in the air, spear, and then it goes all the way back. He hits it in the ground, and then turns around to Varen and puts 9 points of lay on hands into him.
Varen, you feel the breath of life again.
That was embarrassing.
You were all right.
Anything else from Kaino?
Nope.
Okay. That 21 hit you with your shield of faith?
Yep.
Okay. If you could give me that con check as well.
Oh, yeah.
You're still good? Alright, so Cross.
This guy's on the ground, right?
He is on the ground.
Yeah, he's gonna get a glaive.
Don't do
19.
it. Don't do it. I have a family.
Oh,
You
9.
hit. 9? Let's see.
He
if
die?
it's- Let's see. Hold on. And yes!
You did?
Boom, you got him.
Okay. And then I will mark the war chief with Bout my
Shit.
enemy as a bonus action, and I will come up.
You like, I've had enough of this. Alright. Varen. You are alive
Prone.
and prone. And you have a hell of a headache.
Varen will use half his movement to get up, and he'll, if Cross allows it, try to, as he walks by or whatever, tap a hand on him and it's just like, "You got this, bastard," and give him a cure wounds for whatever that was. 12.
Ooh, fancy.
Damn.
Max heals, nice.
Greatly accepts. Graciously accepts.
Anything else for Varen?
Varen will then step over here, say "excuse me" to Blinks, and then kind of go over to Jeffrey and make sure he's not okay.
So polite, even in the midst of battle.
So the war chief is like, I'll finish you off myself. Fuck keeping you alive. And he's going to take a swing at each of you. So Kaino and then Cross. Nope. Cross.
Damn it!
Damn, Cross.
This is ridiculous.
This is not your night. Six damage.
That's the smallest amount of damage I've taken. This
Uh,
20
oh yeah, good.
to keep my
Okay.
shield.
So it's still up. G4. There's only this guy left at the fringe, right? Yeah. This one or this one? Then
One of these guys, I don't know who came first. One of these guys gets hit with my reaction.
That would be this one, I think. Yeah, because this one.
Oh,
this,
yes,
this-
that one came into my range. So that one will get hit with the glaive.
That's a hit. Yikes. Well, he's gonna hit you,
Of course he will.
but he missed. You finally missed.
Holy shit!
First time for anything. Oh wait, no,
That was a bad roll. Let
that
me
was a
roll
different
re-roll
one.
that.
All right, Blinks. Kaino, this one's gonna. You can get an attack of opportunity as this one runs by, charging at Blinks.
Oh.
Yep,
And I'll smite.
go for it. So 14. He has enough in him to swing at Blinks. Yeah, it's gonna hit. Blinks, you take 5 slashing.
Did it roll?
Three-
Do you roll?
Yeah, 22.
Oh, I gotta refresh then.
I think your GM only rolled.
I must have to refresh.
Did I?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
it's set.
refreshing.
Yeah, you guys
There
should
it is.
see it.
There it is. There it is. I see
It was lag.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I refresh anyways.
group 3 is dead.
All right.
Oops, sorry. Blinks, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn now. Well, you know what? I don't like people who try to stab me in the face, so we're gonna go right back and stab you in the face yourself.
Are you gonna drop your short bow?
Yes.
Okay. You hit.
Wait, it's not my short bow right now. It's my expo, so it's
Your expo is attached to your wrist, so
so I don't think I have to drop it.
you
Just-
don't have to drop that now. Okay, so you hit.
Yeah.
You almost.
Die.
You definitely
Or-
kill him.
14.
Jeez.
Jeez, how unnecessary.
All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna use my bonus action,
Okay.
my last shot in my expo to shoot at the one. on the
Which
bottom.
one? Oh, the bottom one. Okay.
Last shot before I have to reload. Damn it.
You hit.
Woo!
8. Okay.
Did you have your sneak attack tied into that damage?
Yeah, how is your short sword doing 14 damage? I was about to ask the same
Oh,
thing.
it must. Yeah, the
You
sneaks
have
in there.
3d6. I think that's from when you had the 2d6 sneak attack plus the d6 short sword damage.
Mm,
So you might want to break that up.
yeah, because your damage should be much lower.
Should be 1d6 plus 4.
Yeah. So the
D6.
first one was a 1, so that's 5. So I need to add a little bit back to that. He still would have been dead.
3d6 plus 4.
Okay, G1.
What is this?
They're gone. Okay, so 2 is going to be. We only have.
One.
Yeah. It's just that
Mhm.
one. It's the one in front of. No, to the left of Kaino. He's going to swing at you, Kaino. Nope. Kaino. And as
Yep.
soon as we finish this combat, I have to just book it.
Okay, Kaino is going to just miss the guy right in front of him with his halberd,
There we go.
and then
Okay.
cast Thunderwave.
Ooh. So you can hit all 3.
Yep.
Alright, so what am I rolling? Con, okay, for the 2 orcs, and for the war chief. Oh, the war chief failed, so 14. And the other 2 both passed, so 7. That's alright, this one still dies.
Yep.
7, and they go back 15 feet? 10 feet.
I think.
Alright, cross. Sorry, Kaino, did you have anything else?
No, that's it.
Cross?
I'll stride forward and attack the war chief with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I marked him last round.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Definitely
sweet,
hit.
sweet victory.
Are you
Oh,
smiting?
that's sweet, sweet.
Yes, I'm going to smite him just for the extra.
Just for
To
the
make
boom.
sure.
So 17
That did it.
and
But go ahead and roll your smite. Jeez.
oh, there you go. That's fine.
Good hit. Good hit. Yeah.
Alright. Varen.
And then
Oh,
bonus action, I will hit this orc as
sorry.
well
Oh, yeah, I
with
forgot about that.
with the butt of the weapon.
You
27.
hit, definitely. He's still up.
Smite it.
The boss is dead. He's gonna try to run, so both Cross and Kaino, you actually get a shot on him. And he's dead.
I say Kaino hits him first. He's
And
technically in my range longer.
blinks. There's one orc left on the field.
You skip.
The other two ran
Oh,
away.
did I skip someone?
Isn't it Baron?
Over there?
Baron, sorry.
Eldritch Blast, the last one.
Oh, it looks like it got all whacked out of order. But yes,
And
go
there's
ahead.
two of them there.
Oof. All right. Yeah, roll it twice to hit. So 5 for the first one. And you miss for the second one. He is. He's in G2. Fuck it. He wants to take someone out.
Blinks
you-
actually gets a hit in first.
Yes, Blinks. Make your. You can. Can you finish him off?
Is it melee weapon only, or should I use something else?
You can kill him however you want. Your hand crossbow thing is been
It's
expended. So
I got short bowed, isn't it?
you could always charge him and stab him. You hit him. So you dropped your sword now. And he dies. All right, guys. Well, we will pick this up in 2 weeks, and I was impressed with that. I thought
Thank
for a
you.
minute there I might get one of you.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I was a little
I
worried.
was concerned.
Cross's
About
ability
the javelin.
to pull out weighted die on the DM side is a problem.
Oh, holy shit, man. He couldn't miss.
I'll catch you guys in 2 weeks.
Alright, take it easy. Have a good week.
Thanks, John.
Yep, thank you.